Why didn't you say anything?
I did. I said hello. It's just hard because I have to get service off Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So what's up?
Oh, I'm so hungry.
You still haven't eaten anything?
No.
Huh?
No.
Why not?
They don't have any money or cards. They have all that. I have all my debit cards, credit cards.
Who has all that?
They have it from my car. I don't have anything from my car.
Oh, you didn't have it with you?
I did. I had my purse with me, but they took my purse, and they took my Apple Watch and all that. They took everything I had possession on.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I guess the same reason they took everything that was in my book bag and Harley's car. I mean, they even took the dog paperwork and my social security card and my birth certificate. My passport, which is why I can't be at the airline because I have to have a passport.
You're not working at the school anymore? I thought you had the early college thing going on.
Right. They took my laptop. Then they took my car. So I called them and said, hey, I don't have a way to get to work right now. I'm going to work on it. I should have my car back in a day or two. Well, I'm still waiting, and I don't have a way to get to work. So I got my place to drive to Denver, and I don't have a passport because I have to have my passport and my crew badge to get on DIA.
So you still
Need to help me get any of it.
Who's no one, like the police or whatever?
Like, I've called the evidence department several times and just been like, can I at least get my tax? Can I at least get anything that deals with my everyday life of operating? Like my cards, my passport. And then the guy was like, well, why do you need your passport? I said, no. It's required by FAA to have it with you at all times, or you cannot even get to the airport, can't do anything.
Yeah, you told me that. I forgot. I'm sorry.
So I just want to get my content like that because how am I supposed to work if I don't have any of it?
Yeah, I know.
Placed on hold. Please wait for your contact to return.
Hello? That was weird. Hello?
Hey.
What happened?
The Wi-Fi, I don't have a number, so the Wi-Fi just died, so I had to use this Indian dude's number here, phone number here to call you back on because I only have Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But anyway, so like, I don't have any of that stuff. So I'm not trying to purposely not go to work, not do anything. I just need help obtaining any of it to even do anything.
Well, I'm having trouble too because they still freaking got my truck and you know how I have those badges I got to get in?
Yeah.
I can't freaking get into my secure part of my job, so I can't even do what I'm supposed to be doing either. So it's freaking driving me nuts.
So like the people are fussing at Harley because she needs her high school diploma and she needs a report with her ID, social, and high school diploma. And I'm trying to explain to them what's going on. Yeah. I'm like, I just can't get any help because she's supposed to be there every week on base doing stuff. She leaves in 28 days.
For basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did anything ever happen with that job? That new MOS?
Yeah, the guy wants to talk to her about it. That's why he told her, he said to come in, but we didn't have a way, so we explained that to him. So we didn't have a way. We don't have a way to get on base because they have IDs. They have everything. It's in the book bags, everything.
Okay. What were you what is what was that thing you said you called? I just popped in my head. CIB or something?
Yeah, you guys, I'm trying to talk to you about like help, and I'm not downing or talking about anyone, but they don't need to be the lead agency if they're not going to lead. So the Colorado Bureau of Investigations can even look at it from a different approach. So I called the Colorado Bureau of Investigations and I talked to someone and they're going to call me back.
What did you tell them?
I didn't say anything bad about anyone. I just said there's a lot of key things that they're choosing to leave out. And I said, it's becoming a witch hunt after one person. I said, when they're barking up the wrong tree and they're not even following what credible things that I've told them.
Well,
They want tips from the public, but the public was not there.
Well, what credible things have you told them? That's what in our emails I'm trying to, and I know you said you were waiting to talk to me and everything, but what is it that you've told them? Because I know we had some, uncertainty about some of the things initially, and that's fine. But like, what is it that you told them that they're not looking at? What is the? Can you walk me through it? I know I asked you for that timeline.
Hold on a second. I can't breathe. Even 1 second.
Take your time. Just try to get some deep breaths.
I'm just trying to put the window down on this stupid thing because it's hot. And like I'm having to run into people I don't even freaking know. They could be mad killers and shit to be like, hey, can I use your phone? Hey, can I sit in your car for a minute? Hey, do you think I could drive your car to the store?
I know I'm starting to feel some heat too. Like I told you when I went to Bass Pro Shop last night, I wanted to get some clothes, but I was trying to hope to run into you on the north end, like you said you were out there, but
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I was just trying to hope to bump into you or something, but I feel like I'm having to hide now. That's why I went and got some redneck clothes, the clothes that you don't like, because all those nice clothes I have at the house that you got me, I would just stick out like a sore thumb, and I'm just trying to hide too.
I don't know how long you got, but I just wanted to start with you for Saturday what I have.
Okay. Listen, I scooted away for lunch, so probably hour and a half, so we got plenty of time.
All right. What do you mean scooted away from lunch? You don't have a car?
Yeah, I got a rental car. Uncle Jeff helped me out with a rental car, but I just had to get away from all them people, like I've been telling you. It's just crazy. So
You staying by yourself?
Me and Uncle Jeff.
Okay, so your Uncle Jeff is there with you.
Yeah,
okay.
It's been me with my family members the whole time. So
how long can your Uncle Jeff stay?
I have no clue. It's people been kind of jumping in and out, but
I just didn't want you to be by yourself because I've been trying to be with you because I don't think that you should be by yourself with them because it's a bunch of vultures. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm starting to slowly see that. So, but yeah, let's just timeline because I want to hear your timeline so I can try to make sense of it.
Saturday, okay. You said you wouldn't question, you would just listen.
Saturday. Hold on, Tisha. Saturday, what do you mean Saturday? Right before me and Mama left. Saturday.
After you left.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So this is the paper I have. I had to get it notarized because that's what that guy said to do. Right after whoever found us and took Harley's car, that's where we had left from was the attorney. But anyway. All right. So I'm going to just go through certain things. I'm not going to read it verbatim how he did it because it would be more of in law terms. But, key one, Albert and his mom left for Denver. We put DEN in there. Around the house, cleaned up. G helped with stuff. Helped me get stuff out of his car. Gannon's always barefooted because that was something that he asked me. Even taking the trash out, things like that. He took the trash out. He stepped on something in the garage. So my car parked. You had those boards that were underneath my car, right?
Yeah.
Was going to go help because he was saying that there was some kind of piece out there that was going to help me. You know the little zip ties that you have on things and it's hard to get off?
Yeah.
So he knew where something was at to go pop this off. So he was going to go get it because I had bought them some things from the clearance store. All right, so Gannon cut his foot on those boards. We flipped the boards over because we were freaking out because I was like, oh my God, your daddy said don't get oil or anything from your car and leak on those boards. You know what boards I'm talking about?
The one, the 2x4s that I have, that you drive over to park in the garage or whatever? Yeah.
So Gannon, sit down in the back of the car. You know how funny I am about my car. But also, we just bandaged it up, whatever. All we did was stick a bandage on it, whatever. And I said something to him about, Gannon, you got to quit coming out here barefooted, which I do the same thing. I take dogs out barefooted anyway.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you, hold on, wait a second. I'm just thinking here, and I'm going to listen to everything. Just something that popped in my head. He always goes out the front door to do the trash. That's so weird.
But he was helping me unload. Like, I had bought them a bunch of stuff in the clearance store. If you look in the garage.
I got you. Okay, I thought you said take out the trash. I'm sorry.
Let me explain this to you. There's 2 bags that was put in the garage because I had put a bunch of stuff in there. I went and bought them a bunch of crap that went on sale from the clearance store because they were changing over to, like, warm weather stuff. But obviously in Colorado, you can still wear the cold weather stuff. Which I saw Lena online wearing, so therefore I knew it was in the house. But anyway, so my point was, he was really, helping me out, whatever, just talking to me about something. Who knows what he was talking about? He tells me about video games. I listen, but I don't understand them. Anyway, so he was bleeding on his foot, and we turned the boards over because I was like, oh my God, I was going to freak out, because these are the boards. He said, don't you get oil on my car, don't drip on my car, whatever. All right, so during this time frame, was supposed to be taking the trash out. I said, you might as well go and take out recycle, whatever. But Gannon kept going to the gate with nothing. And I kept saying, why are you going to the gate? He was like, I'm going to make sure the gate is locked. Well, okay, this is the first I'd known. I knew we were talking about locking the gate, but I didn't know Gannon had the key. I thought maybe you just had the key yourself, whatever. I didn't know Gannon had the key.
But hold on. The key was in our room and on top of the dresser the whole time. Remember, he kept.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention or remember.
All right.
So he kept going out there with the key and saying that he was checking to make sure the gate was locked. Okay, benefit of doubt, maybe he was, because we had talked about making sure that gate was locked, or been talking to somebody. I don't know. I'm not speculating. I know I got on him about, hey, doing this.
Yeah.
So underneath there was a rug. That rug that we stepped out on, it was a rug. There was blood on it. I had walked on it, and I was like, Gannon, we probably should just throw this away and find a new rug to put out here. So
what rug are you talking about again? So the one in the garage?
Right.
Yeah.
When you step down, there was a rug. I said, we probably should just throw this away. I said, because we can always just get another piece or another rug, or I'll go to Dollar Tree and get a rug, whatever.
I got you.
Okay. So that was that. Okay, so then on the next section, it says, I replaced rug, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yep, bam. All right. And then it says, we came in house, and he immediately ran downstairs to the room. So then I kept going down there, because his door was locked. He said he was keeping Lena out, which, again, I didn't question, because they always get where 1 minute they want to play with each other, next minute they're like, get out. Okay? So then I sat on the sofa and put on the Peloton shoes because I was going to ride the bike again because my friends had said they were going to redo a later time that we could do the bike. Gannon kept coming in there saying, are you going to stay here? Are you going to stay down here? Are you going to stay down here? So I took it as if he was like excited I was going to stay down there and, just be able to run around and do whatever. But then I had to go upstairs and help Lena, yada, yada, yada. So I got on my statement, it says I was back and forth, but came back when I heard a loud noise. So there was a loud noise that happened downstairs. So, of course, I run back downstairs and realized, or so I thought, was a box or something fell over in the storage room. Sounded like something was really loud in the storage room, but I assumed that it was a box. Gannon had his door locked, so I knocked on the door. Of course, I'm like, hello, because I hear a loud noise. And so he opened and said I couldn't come in. And I was laughing. I'm like, why? And he told me he was doing something. I don't remember what he told me he was building. I'm sure it was something about the Toy Cons or Joy Cons or whatever. I didn't think anything of it. Just, okay, he's building something, whatever. But there was a loud noise, and he was in his room. So then he said his stomach started hurting a little bit or whatever. So I told him to come upstairs. I had some special ice cream. I had those Pedialyte pops. I had already went and bought them because I thought, this time of year, this is when I got the cold last year, I'll take them. So I let him take the Pedia pops or whatever, and he took some Miralax. So that was a normal day for Saturday. Like, you were already, going on. You probably already got the plane. We all laid down, yada, 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 right?
Right.
We're about Saturday.
Yeah. Crystal.
Sunday, all right? Sunday, we talked to you in the morning. Remember I told you, I sent you a few messages, and I was like, hey, we might go on a hike, whatever. Everyone's going to get dressed, Then suddenly we saw the news about Kobe Bryant. So then, of course, that delayed it because I'm sitting on the sofa crying, trying to figure out, like, oh my gosh, Kobe died. Is this true? Remember, I messaged you. We talked back and forth about it, whatever.
Yeah, I had just gotten to the airport at Lawton when you told me that.
Right. So Gannon hadn't talked at all. I mean, Gannon didn't know who Kobe was. Or maybe he knew from, hearing it, but didn't really know who Kobe was. He just noticed that I was sitting there, crying, oh, my God, upset. And we were sitting there talking about it. So I was telling him that, hey, Kobe has a lot of daughters. He only had sisters. Gannon went over the whole, I don't want you to think any of this is irrelevant because I want you to think of anything that I say that might have triggered something.
Yeah, right. I'm listening very closely.
But then we were talking about the daughters, and I was like, yeah, he always wanted a boy, but he never could have a boy. He had daughters, blah, blah. So then I let him in on a little secret, which I already told you over email what it was. Okay, I don't need to say it again. You already know. So me and him were talking about that. He was kind of like, really? And I told him, I said, yeah, I lost a lot of babies. I said, it was kind of hard. I said, you want one thing and it don't ever happen. I felt like I was in a situation to talk again about this because we're over here upset crying about Kobe. And so I was like, I'm telling you because I know that you'll be able to pray and keep a secret. And we were like, kind of being silly about, oh, this is a secret we have between each other. We'll tell Daddy, yada, yada, yada. So we sat there and talked about that for a little bit. So then Harley got called into work. So I was like, crap. We had everything packed, ready to go on a hike, had the Yeti, had everything. We were going to plan on staying for a while and then go get dinner. Well, she got called on a hike. So we decided to take 2 hikes. So this is where all this confusion comes with hike, Harley went, hike, Harley not went. So we took the dogs on a hike through the trails in Lorson Ranch. So if you leave out of our neighborhood, go out to the side, go up to the little whatever, you could take the dogs on a trail, come back, yada, yada. So that's what we did first. Came back. Gannon had his water pack. I'm sure you saw the pictures online from Garden of God that some other creeper people took. He had his water pack on his back or whatever, so we got ready for round 2. So hike 2 was Garden of the Gods. So then it says, Garden of the Gods was our hike 2. So we went about 2 miles in, lots of talking about things. G asked me, did I know any of his mommy's friends from Coastal? It was a random thought process. So I just figured he was trying to be curious about it. I said, and did I remember Brian? And we laughed about some new friend named Mike, too. So we were just having this conversation about whoever these people were. I was like, I don't know anybody named Brian, and I don't know anybody named Mike, too. I guess a new Mike or whatever. All right, so Gannon's stomach hurt, and he was, Gannon's stomach hurt. And most of the night he had a stomach ache, and he tried to lay down and poop and stuff like that. So during this time, I'm messaging you, which you're probably tired, jet lag, whatever. It's like, hey, Gannon's stomach's hurting, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
If it happened regularly, he would get, whatever. That's when he asked me about the bath salts. Still, hadn't talked to you about it yet, didn't know whatever. He took a bath, and then I gave him a bath salt because I thought maybe this wants to be clean. Whatever. Bath salt. I didn't know any of that stuff. So then, next section. Alright, so then the next section was, I don't remember exactly who took the bath first, but everybody had their baths. Everybody was doing their own thing. Gannon was like going back in his room. I said, okay. So then here's my next note. Alright, Albert had grounded Gannon from the switch. I understand it. He said he was still grounded, but he could get off, the next day. He'd been in his room most of the night. I knocked on the door. He said he was playing with Grayson. I ain't never heard of fucking Grayson before in my life. So again.
Grayson? He said Grayson?
He said Grayson.
Okay.
So in my mind, I thought, who the hell's Grayson? But I didn't see anybody in the room. Obviously, I weren't looking under beds or anything like that. honestly, I thought, does kids at 11 still have imaginary friends? Or are they talking? Is he talking to somebody online because he's not supposed to have, like technology?
Yeah, right. I said right, yeah.
Giving them benefit of the doubt, I didn't say anything else. I just said, oh yeah, okay, cool. So Grace and I said hi. I laughed it off, went off about business, didn't see anything. So later on, I don't know the exact approximate time, but I saw he was on the sofa. And I was like talking to him. I was like, "Oh, you want to sleep out here tonight?" Or
what, downstairs sofa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
I'm like talking to him about tonight, whatever. He told me his Uncle Matt was gonna visit. Okay, so I don't know who the hell Uncle Matt is. So I was just sitting there like, okay, that's when it dawned into me that he had to be talking to someone on something because Grayson, I have no clue who it is. Matt, I have no clue who he is. Then I was like, this can't be characters in some game because it didn't sound like some game characters. I don't know Uncle Matt, and I don't know Grayson. So he was talking about his Uncle Matt was going to visit, and I thought, okay. Again, trying to be sensitive to the fact that I know that he probably has friends, family on the other part of the country that maybe he was missing or whatever. So again, I was like, boy, yeah, so again, that's my statement. So again, I was like, boy, you need to stay off that TikTok. You're being silly. Because I already told him he needs to stay off the TikTok. He was being silly. All right, so I went upstairs. He was on the sofa to watch TV. I told him I'd come back later with him because he wanted to watch something on the show, but I had to get Lena ready, and I promised him I would let him stay up 30 minutes later. I said, I was upstairs, getting Lena ready for bed, yada, yada, yada. Well, then, out of nowhere, the alarm is going off. It didn't start with anything other than the alarm. Lena had laid down. I had went in the room. I was sitting there with the dogs. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was doing something on Roku. I hear the alarm go off. So I walked in the living room, hit the alarm code in. And I'm just like, alarm code. And it stopped. So I thought, who in the world, was on the alarm code? Then it beeped again. It kept going. And then it started fire. It was yelling loud, fire, 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 fire. And I'm just like, fire? And I look around, don't see any flipping fire anywhere. So as this goes on, I'm like, okay, put the foot in again, it stops. So I'm like, okay, I might get on the phone with ADT because something's wrong with this thing. Remember when we were out of town, the neighbor said she smelled gas and her thing was going off, but then they didn't find anything?
Yeah, right. So
I was thinking maybe it's something to do with this. So that was how my whole process was. So then, at that point, I was like, the carbon monoxide thing started beeping. And I ran in there when Lena was at, and I said, Lena, are you asleep? Because I knew, unless I was under some adrenaline rush, and this is not being mean, I would be able to just pick Lena up and yank her out of bed. But luckily, she hadn't fell asleep all the way. I said, Lena, because I thought I was being crazy. I said, you hear that? It said fire, right? She's like, yes. And so I grabbed Lena, run her outside, run her with the dogs, give her the keys to the truck, throw them in the truck, and I run back inside. Run back inside, still don't know anything, and then remember, oh my God, Gannon. Sorry that for a second I hadn't remembered that because I was trying to still figure out where in the heck I was at. So I run back downstairs and realized that there's smoke downstairs. I couldn't get, I was coughing and choking and couldn't get through the smoke part. Run back to the garage. You had these little mouthpieces that you could put over your mouth.
Yeah, dust protectors, whatever.
So I grabbed one of those, put it over my mouth, ran back downstairs, and when I ran back downstairs, again, I was still asleep, not knowing this was going on, and there was fire. I took the cover. There was a whole bunch of tons of cover that was inside that little tan thing and Gannon had on or whatever, and I just dropped on them. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. If it was the wrong thing to do, I'm sorry. But I just jumped on it and kept jumping on it, and Gannon was right in one of the covers. So Gannon did burn his arms. It wasn't bad. It was like almost like, how you get a little bit of oil on it, and it's just underneath the skin, but as long as y'all peel it, it's fine.
Yeah, but hey, Tisha, which arm was it? Both arms or this inside? I mean, but how was it? So Because I remember we talked about that before a little bit, but we never got it.
I feel like it was across the arms. Like, I feel like it was, and I told the investigators this. I said, and I don't want to skip to this part, miss this part, but remind me that. I say this later. I told the investigators later that I said, I probably should have looked a little more in depth at his arm.
What if he's hurt? Yeah.
Because it could have been, you know, like, he wasn't complaining like, oh, it's hurting. He wasn't saying anything along those lines. But I should have looked a little bit more in depth. But honestly, we ran. So we ran out. I'm sure they got the footage of us. Me running out first because Gannon was grabbing his cover, running out behind there because he was calling.
Hey, what time was this so I can maybe tell somebody to look at the footage?
Well, I mean, I told them originally, I don't have access to the ADT now, but I told them because the ADT said it had an alert for fire. So I would imagine whenever that alert went off from ADT, it would have been within that few minutes.
Yeah, like, fine, I got you.
15 minutes.
Hey, tell me about it. So I'm really concerned about these burns because, you know, he's freaking hurt. Like what? What were they big? Were they small? Like what was it? Was it from the candle wax or what?
Let me get to that part. It's not going to worry you in a minute when I get to that part.
Okay, because I'm freaking out right now. Because
I understand. So when he runs to the car, he runs in because I'm running. He's running behind me. I jump in your truck. The only reason I jump in your truck is the keys were laying there.
Okay.
I jump in your truck. He jumps in on the driver's side. He's screaming, crying, whatever. Lena's in the back seat with the two dogs. We turn your truck on, and we drive the hell off. Don't ask me why we drove off. I was freaked out because I was like, oh my God. Like, it was the carbon, it was the smoke was more scary and terrifying than actually the fire. So
okay.
What we did was we drove around the block, and I kind of had to be like, okay, what do I do? A, do I need to call the police department? B, does anybody need medical attention? So then we go back in the house. Lena's freaked out. I put Lena in our bed. I said, Lena.
So you drove around for how long and then came back?
No, I drove around the block. Like
sorry. I didn't hear that. Yeah, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I drove around like the block, like Wando, that area.
Yeah, I know.
Pull back up in the drive. You didn't have much gas because I hadn't put gas in your car yet. You didn't have much gas.
Right.
My process of driving was thinking, oh my God, like I was in shock. So I pulled back in the driveway and parked. We all get back out, go inside. Lena's freaking out, crying. Lena and I are standing there looking at Gannon. At that point in time, I didn't see anything on his hands, arms, or anything other than take your hand where you're holding your phone and look on the insides where the edges are. That part right there had little bubbly spots. Okay? So they had bubbly spots on both sides of his arm. And I think that was from when he grabbed the cover and I was trying to grab him up and he came down with me with the cover because he was like latched onto the cover.
Yeah.
And I was trying to grab the whole cover to put out the fire. So from the inner parts of his arm had these little bubble spots.
So you said both sides, or is it just the inner parts? I'm just trying to, because this might be key information.
Like both sides, left arm, right arm.
I got you. Okay, so both sides of both arms.
From what I remember, both sides of both arms, because he had when Gannon was laying there, and I grabbed him to get him up. Okay, because I remember it was that
Oh God.
It's one of the covers. I grabbed him to get him up, whatever. He gets in the car, whatever, we're talking. He's explaining to me that he thought I was coming and he was grounded from the switch. So he thought I was coming, and when he thought I was coming, he knocked over the candle.
Okay.
Because apparently he was playing the switch when he shouldn't have been playing it, which is fine.
But he had the candle on the couch, I guess, right?
No, he had sitting on some kind of little, that little white thing that was sitting next to the couch.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
I don't know if the candle fell over. I don't know. I know that when I got there was a fire, and it was on his cover. So I was trying to rip the cover out of his hands to get him up and like jump on the fire. They have pictures of where there's burn marks on my elbow where I jumped on the fire. So we get in the car, and he's crying and screaming and telling me he's sorry and he don't want to get in trouble because of the switch. He was on the switch, and he shouldn't have been on the switch. And so we drive around the block, and I'm like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. Honestly, I flipping lost my mind, because I thought in my mind, like, had I not gotten downstairs when I did, had I not heard it, or the alarm system, or covering outside, or whatever, if I would have hit that couch, I don't know that I could have gotten again. And that was my biggest thing that my brain was sitting there, like, freaked out on. Come back inside. Lena's terrified. I said, Lena, go lay in the bed. She's laying in the bedroom. Gannon was like, he doesn't want to go back to his room. I said, okay, will you lay in Lena's bed? He said yes. He started to say he was cold and had a little bit of shivers. And so I was like, Gannon, I took him and put more clothes on top of him now. Blame it on me. Whatever. I didn't take his clothes off to go through anything, but I asked him, was he hurting? And was anything else, whatever. He told me it was just his arms. So I didn't see anything that would have thrown a flag that I had to be like, oh my God, emergency or anything like that. I didn't see anything like that.
But if his arms was bubbling, that's not an emergency?
Well, it hadn't broke skin. Like, it was just like underneath. It hadn't broke skin or whatever.
Okay. All right.
In my mind, I'm like, okay, let's evaluate the situation, tomorrow and see, or whatever. It wasn't burn marks like carpet burn or like, anything like that. It was bubbly. And I told them from that, I said, I honestly probably could have, got him in the car and said, hey, can you just check this out to make sure? Because I was, in my mind, in his arms, I didn't see it as a bad thing. I just knew he was like, it's not hurting. We put aloe on it, and I assumed, okay. So then we put on the long sleeve shirt on him because he said he was kind of cold or whatever it was. He lays down in Lena's bed. Lena sleeps in my bed, our bed. Harley comes home. I go in, and I already prepped Harley for what was going on. I was like, hey, don't panic when you get here. I was like, there's smoke, the house is smoky, Gannon, this happened, yada, 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 yada. Lena was scared to go to sleep, so we both went in there and checked on Gannon. We went in there, we gave him water in Lena's bed. We gave him water, we set him up, we were like, are you okay? He was more scared of anything. And so I panicked. Of course, I was like, whoops, someone said something because I said sell the couch. I wasn't talking about sell the couch to fix the daggone carpet. I was talking about, like, I would get rid of that couch and get a new couch. Don't panic. Like, my point was, honestly, I wasn't even going to tell you because I was like, Gannon was scared of being grounded this year. And I was like, I'll buy a new couch. We'll fix the couch. We'll replace everything in here. Don't worry about it. And that was my whole point. That as long as you promise me you didn't do it on purpose, you didn't purposely do this to hurt yourself or hurt somebody, we will fix it. And that's how we ended on Sunday. So Gannon was still like, upset. He was not only emotional about the situation, his stomach was hurting. So that's where we were at with Sunday.
Okay.
You give me 1 second to pee.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Right.
All right, so later on in the night, Gannon woke me up a few times. He said his stomach was getting worse. Should I hadn't pooped yet. I messaged you, but you were already asleep. And I was like, hey, Gannon wants to know if he can stay out of school tomorrow. He's scared of pooping in his pants. I think you probably were still asleep. You might didn't get it until the next day, which is not your fault, my fault. It was time zone and tiredness and whatever.
Yeah.
I stayed up with him a few times in the bathroom. Finally, I was like, okay, I wrote you back. I said, I'm just going to make the decision that Gannon can stay at home tomorrow because he is so terrified about pooping in his pants. So the next morning, I called the nurse's line, and I asked the nurse's line about his stomach and giving him Miralax and yada, yada, yada.
You talking about the TRICARE nurses line?
No, the urgent care nurses line right in front of Fountain and whatever that road is.
I got you.
So I called them and I said, hey, I know typically people are constipated, you give a Miralax, yada, yada, yada. He hasn't really went to the bathroom. He has blood coming out his butt. And so they just basically explained to do the best she could to get him to pass. And if not, then we needed to call our care provider, whatever. He started beating me up over that, saying you didn't need to have a referral to do this. That wasn't what I was trying to say. I was trying to make the point of, does the boy need to have, like, anything done, or can I just give him like an enema or something like that? Because I already talked to him about that. So if this don't work, you want me to give him like an enema or something? Because it was a big old turd he was trying to get out.
Yeah.
Right. So then, that morning, we were like, I said, Gannon, I'm going to stay at home with you today because I don't want you to stay by yourself. Now remember, we've let Gannon stay by himself. He's been responsible, whatever. But in this state, as in his state that he was in, not feeling well, stomach hurting, bubbling a little bit here and there, and being embarrassed, I made a decision that it was not okay for him to stay there by himself if he was sick. If he's on normal terms, taking care of his sister, playing his Switch, doing his thing, then that's fine. But I said, Gannon, you're going to need to go with me. I said, there's a few things I need to handle today. He asked me what, and I was going to look at a bike for you. This guy that was on Craigslist, because he had this bike, like a touring bike, and I said, yeah. We need to look at this touring bike or whatever.
And that was Monday?
Yes.
Hey, so did you give him Miralax or the enema or anything like that? What else did you give him?
I have in this notes what day I gave him Miralax.
All right.
Trying to poop regularly took, that was the bath salts day, like to Saturday. He had Miralax on Saturday. Yeah, here it is. I gave him ice cream and said it had special stuff. Because I was telling him it was really those like Pedialyte ice cream.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And took Miralax. That was on Saturday.
So hold on, I'm trying to just because obviously I'm worried to death about his little arms. Did you rub any cream on it or give him anything for the pain or did pain medicine or anything like that to help him?
Pain medicine because I didn't have any pain medicine to give. What I gave him was the aloe that was in our bathroom, that green aloe. We even made like a little silly joke about it because he wasn't hurting. Remember how I was wrapping Sadie up with the little thing?
Yeah.
I wrapped it around his arms too.
Oh yeah, the little bandages or whatever.
So I put the green aloe on it, and I said, "You can, or do you like Sadie?" And we laughed about it.
Yeah.
Laughing about it, being yes, it hurt a little bit, but being silly about it on his arms. So
he you didn't give him any children's Tylenol or anything?
I didn't give him any kind of he wasn't saying that he was hurting in any kind of pain to give him any kind of Tylenol, to give him anything at all. And if you feel like that would have been a lapse in judgment on my part, then I'm sorry.
No, I'm just trying to sort through it. I know how both of them are about, every time they scrape their finger or something, they want a Band-Aid. So I would have just assumed that if his arm was all bubbled up, did his arm stay bubbled up until the next day, or did that go down that night, or how that's worrying me too.
Okay, so to get to the next part, Gannon started to peel it.
Wait, when? When did he start to peel it?
Gannon started to peel it because I guess he was either asleep, I don't know, anxious, I don't know. Monday, he started to peel it,
okay.
Peel his skin.
Yeah, Monday morning or whatever.
Again, I swear to Jesus told detectives this. I said he started to peel it. When he started to peel it, it had I don't want to say not gooey stuff or whatever, but it's almost like it was popping it type thing. And I said,
oh yeah, like a blister or something. Yeah.
I said, listen. I said, if it gets worse, we're gonna drive straight. And that was already the plan. That's why I didn't go to school. I said, if it gets worse, after I put all that stuff on there, whatever. I'm not that type of person where something happens immediately, run to the hospital. You know, you and I've had that conversation before where you would say, like, every little thing, later ran to the hospital. I was trying to evaluate it to see, as long as he was talking fine, normal, acting normal, I didn't see at that point in time that he was under any kind of pain.
I got you.
Or say that to me.
Okay, all right.
That was a lapse in judgment on my part. I apologize. But he started to peel it because, you know, obviously he starts to peel things and pick things. So along with peeling that, he started peeling his fingernails. So, and I'm like, that morning, I sent you a picture of Gannon laying in bed on Monday morning. To your phone.
Yeah, right.
Gannon was laying in the bed, whatever. I went back in there, checked on him, gave him some more water, made him drink some more Pedialyte, because he wasn't eating because he was so upset. And that's when I noticed he started peeling things, like on his arm. And I said, and at that point in time, which I told you, like I told them, Gannon had blood that was on his arm and on the side of his wall. I guess from sleeping through the night, whatever it was, peeling it. Because we toted him back down to his room after Lena decided to go back to bed.
On the side, you said on the side of his wall? You never told me that.
No, I told detectives this.
Oh.
You never talked to me about this.
Okay, fair, fine. I'm just, this is new. I've never heard that before, so now I'm even more worried about him.
So they should have told you this. So then I went in there that morning, sent you a picture. I said, Gannon, why do you have blood on your wall? It wasn't a lot. Don't panic. It wasn't like...
Oh, so it wasn't like a lot, like all over the place? It was just like a little streaks or something? Oh.
I said, Gannon, says, did you peel those things? Yes, he did. I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to re-bandage your arm. I says, and if you're feeling bad or it starts bleeding, you get a fever, anything like that, I says, as soon as because I was going to go talk to the man about the bike.
Right.
He said, you have to go there first. You want to go to the hospital now. Of course, maybe I shouldn't have asked the kid that, but based on my judgment and what I was seeing with him, I didn't think that he needed to go right away. We went on about our business. And I said, if you start to feel any pain or hurt or whatever like that, we'll just drive to the base. We'll explain to them what happened with the fire. We monitored it through the night, so on and so on. That was our intent. That was the plan the whole time. Everything. Nothing wavered from doing that at all. Gannon asked me questions. He was just like, why does this happen to me? Why do I always get hurt? Because, you know, he had hurt his foot on the boards outside. And I said, Gannon, we're going to figure all of it out. Don't worry about it. We will replace it. Okay? So Monday morning, after all this, I was like, Gannon, we're going to go find, which I probably shouldn't have said to him that he would have known that it was on him. But I said, we're going to go find someone to replace the carpet. He says, and then we'll get it fixed. We won't worry about it. We'll monitor your arm through the day. Yada, yada, yada. I said, we're going to go get some coffee. Just hang out. And I said, there were some things I need to get for the pet store, and we need to go meet the guy about the bike. The plan was, that's the reason we drove the truck, because if I end up blocking the bike, I was going to put the bike in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I got you.
And it also knows that when we left, we took my softball bag, Charlie's softball bag with that, stuff like that in it, helmet, because I was asking him, did he want to stop by to look at those hockey skates? So we took any of that old equipment that I had, and we loaded it in the back of the truck, which was the long Easton bag I have.
Yeah. So you took Harley's bag?
Harley's bag, because she don't use that bag.
The little book bag, the softball bag that's like a book bag.
Right.
Oh.
So we were going to take it to that sports place and see if they did like trades, whatever.
Yeah.
We were going to surprise Lena when she got home if I could got him 2 new things of skates or hockey skates or whatever. Cause
You talking about Play It Again Sports over there that we went to?
That's why we were so far across town.
I gotcha.
All right, so that was our plan for Monday. Go to Play It Again Sports, get some coffee. We needed to get gas. And we were going to monitor his arm along the way, go check on the thing about the bike.
Right.
We go to, drive around. I think we went to Dunkin' Donuts first, and then the gas store, or it might have been by its first.
Like over by our house, Dunkin' Donuts?
Went to Dunkin' Donuts by our house. Dunkin' Donuts sharing lady already released the video of us going there. You can see my arm reach out the window. I can grab. Sorry, I didn't mean to say effing. I'm just over all this. Grab the coffee out the car. Then I turned around because I was about to get Gannon a frappuccino, but he said he didn't want any. So then we drive off from the Dunkin' Donuts. So then we drive from the Dunkin' Donuts and we go up. I turned 87 somehow, but meant to turn on 25. Needless to say, I went up Nevada.
80? You mean 85?
Yeah, 85, 87. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then I went up towards Nevada, which is where like Harley gets her eyelashes done, that type of area.
Well, like past, wait, you talking about past Walmart and all that? Like not towards Fountain, the other way, right?
Where the roads. Okay, remember when we went to the recycle at before and the road split?
Yeah, way down there, close to. Yeah, okay. But that's towards Walmart. Turn. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Okay, so that's the route that I take, which I'm sure they have because I'm not hiding anything from or the GPS that I took. So I went that way first, and I realized I was like, oh crap! I was like, I probably should have got on the other exit because I really didn't know. Not lately, I've been trying to find my way around, like what exits to get off of, things like that. So I get off and realize, like, oh, this is the way to where we went to the recycle thing at. So I just kept driving and ends up making a curve and turning you back to 25, Nevada, and all that. And I was like, oh, there's the Petco. I was going to go to PetSmart, but we ended up Petco, so whatever, same thing.
Petco? You went to Petco like way over there?
That's the only Petco there is.
I don't know. The only one I know is the one we went to by Target that one day.
I might know Harley's work.
Yeah, that's PetSmart though, isn't it?
Right, that's what I was saying.
I got you.
I was going to go to PetSmart, but I went to Petco.
I got you.
So I go to Petco and walk inside. Gannon wanted to stay in the car playing the Switch. He was like, you want to stay in the car playing the Switch. Again, Colorado law is he could sit in the car at 11 years old.
Oh, so he had it. So he took his Switch with him.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. He had his Switch, playing his Switch in the back of the car.
You talking about a truck, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, in the back of the truck.
Okay.
So he was playing his Switch in the back of the truck. Well, I went in the first time and yada, yada, yada. I was going in because Sadie has been having like I don't even know what it is. She needs to get her vet paperwork so I can get her checked. I didn't know girl dogs have like periods or like stuff come out. I didn't know this. So I walked in and found these little pads that they had. And I'm like looking at them, whatever. And I set the phone down because I'm like, and my mind is so blown that dogs have this. So I'm like looking at it, freaking out, thinking, okay, should I get these or should I just call the pet? The vet, maybe it's just something weird coming out of her body parts or something like that. Whatever it may be. So then, go back up to the front, look around. I look out the door several times. And these people I know have said, she was suspicious looking out the door. I was looking out the front door just to make sure nobody was at the truck because Gannon was in it. That's all. It was just, he was in the truck. And what if he needed to get out pee or, whatever. That was the only reason I kept walking back to the freaking front door just to make sure he was fine. He was in the truck. So then I get 3 outfits. God forbid I got 3 outfits and only had 2 dogs. Because, of course, this is what these people talked about. I got 3 outfits, checked out, walked out, got in the car. From there, we were going to go to the Play Again tour.
But wait a minute. Why were you so... I'm kind of confused because, like, you said you were worried about him getting out, but, like, we've gone to the gas station and, like, he's never tried to get out of the car. So what was, I don't know. Maybe that's nothing, but what made you freak out that day?
Parked on the front row. I was parked a little bit off. So, like, if he needed to get out and use the bathroom or he was looking for me or whatever.
Okay, all right, yeah. I was just, that kind of was weird because, like, he's usually, he does what we tell him, stays in the car. But anyways, go ahead.
Right. But not Albert. Exactly, he does. Just like I told you, he could have stayed at home on a normal basis. But he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
so I was
fine, I got you.
What if he had to poo? Whatever.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be a good parent. That's it. It wasn't no...
I know.
Looking in the car.
I got you. It just was weird that you said that, but it's okay. I'll just go ahead.
I went on, got the things checked out, left. I don't remember if we were stopped at another store in between there or what. We were headed to go to the Planet Against Sports, and we were headed to go talk to the dude about the bike. Well, they had my phone, so they could see that the guy wrote back about the bike with the pictures, and I was asking about prices and yada, 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 yada. And I was like, I didn't want to go to the man's house with the bike, without, I wanted it to be legit, I got me in the car, and not only had me in the car, I got Gannon in the car. So I thought, I need to, I need to make sure this is legit. So I'm like, send me a picture of the bike. Can you call? Can you whatever? And he wasn't acting like he was wanting to give me information that he could meet me at a safe spot to go look at the bike.
So you weren't going to go to his house or something? He was just going to meet you in general?
I told him messages that I didn't want to just go to some random person's house, and that's probably why they're looking at this whole Douglas County thing, because he lived almost at Douglas County.
Okay, that does sound sketchy. That was probably a good decision, so.
Yeah, so again, in an open book with them. They took my GPS and everything. We got to Douglas County, and me and Gannon was talking about it, and he was like, do you know this guy? And I was like,
so wait, I missed the part. You said, so you went to Petco, but you said you were going to play it again. Did you never go to play it again? I forgot.
We didn't never make it to play it again. That was on our agenda, but we were trying to go for the bike first.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got confused. I'm sorry.
Okay, it was a priority first. Okay, so I was gonna go out to meet the guy with the bike, and somehow they have my email. They subpoenaed all that. They can see that information coming from the Craigslist. Okay.
Oh, it was Craigslist.
So someone had something on Craigslist.
Oh man, that's sketchy, isn't it? Yeah, I don't trust that shit. You there?
You went and bought wood and stuff on Craigslist.
Yeah, I mean, for you to do it, and Craigslist, I never trust that shit because they always have those sketchy people doing, I don't know, stupid stuff like meet and greets and stuff. You always told me about that, remember?
Yeah, but this was just a bike for sale.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm worried about you and my son's safety. That's what that's
my point. That's why I realized, I said, well, we rode through, okay, so when you go up Palmer Lake heading to Douglas County or whatever, we went that way. It was supposed to be that the guy had a warehouse somewhere between the Palmer Lake area or whatever.
What, a warehouse of bikes or something?
He said he had a couple bikes that he used to do riding and touring and stuff like that.
Like those bikes I was looking at doing those rides, like through Alaska or whatever?
Right.
Okay.
So, get out on this road. So, if you're on, I want to say it's exit 165 or 163. Okay, I think that's what I want to say the exit was.
Oh, on 25?
Right, okay. Yeah. So, you know how you're going to, before you get to Castle, it's where we went to take the, remember how traffic is backed up, you can take that back road?
Oh yeah, before you get to 182 where the outlets are or whatever?
You can take that back road
Yeah.
The Castle Rock.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so it was off that, but to the right side, not to the bougie side where the booties and stuff was at. It was off that way to the right side. So I originally got off, and again, they can see this on my GPS. I got off, I went left, and went down that little hill where the little people were at, and I thought, this can't be the right way, because he was saying something about signs and all this. Turned around at the little, woods or whatever, came back up, went across straight, realized it was on that right side. I think it's called Palmer Lake or something like that. Supposed to be looking for this place, still didn't see it, and then it ended up being all mountainy and dark. I say dark, it wasn't dark in the day, but
Yeah, like woods and stuff, yeah.
We turned around, left out of there, and I was like, well, this doesn't even look too great. Again, let them go search that area all they want to. They're parking up the fucking wrong tree because all we did was went through there looking around and trying to figure out where this warehouse was supposedly at.
So you were in the truck or out of the truck?
We're in the truck.
Oh, you had me worried. I'm like, you're out of the truck in the woods looking for a warehouse?
No, it was just driving through there. It was like down, around, up, around. You know, Colorado has all these mountains and shit like that. So I came back out, got back on 25, and was like, crap. I was like, I don't even like think that was a good place. Me and Gannon was like, why can't we just go buy it at the store? Don't they have them at Walmart? You know, so we were like talking. I was like, yeah, I'll just figure out another place to get a bike. Because the whole thing was I was going to buy you the bike and surprise you for Valentine's Day for it. That was like the whole shebang.
Yeah, I would love that for sure.
At this point, we never got to play it against sports because it was approaching the time that we needed to be headed back.
Okay.
So I said, Gannon, I'll just come back and go to play it against sports again later. Don't worry about it. Your daddy and I have been talking about getting hockey sticks. So we come back up, heading back towards the house because, we had to get back for Lena. Oh, I forgot to tell you a point that we left that day because I put my notebook down. Let me go back to this on Monday. Okay, on Monday, when Gannon and I left, we found someone in the neighborhood who was working for the Lorson Ranch people. So this is why I came back to you and said I didn't think it was the carpet guy. I say working for the Lorson Ranch people. I don't know who he worked for.
Like whatever that Emery Homes or whatever it's called.
He was working for the home company. I approached the guy, asked him, could he go fix the carpet? That was before we even hit the road.
So that was before Dunkin' Donuts and all that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I meant to tell you this. So it was before Dunkin' Donuts and all that. So I gave him the garage code because he apparently worked for the company or whatever. I gave him the garage code and told him I had money sitting on the counter because Harley was I remember I've been playing those lottery ticket things. I was get tens because I was like, well, he can just have those tens and I'll get more money from it. That's why I had one on the lottery. Well, that's why I thought that the carpet person, had access to the house, whatever. Come to find out later on, he didn't even make it there. But I'll get to that point when we get there.
Why would you give him access to the house?
Well, because he was contract, like part of the people, and Gannon was with me.
Okay, all right.
So I didn't think anything was a threat if the children were with me.
Yeah, I got you.
Someone was going to come in or whatever.
But that, you know how I am about that stuff too, right? I mean, that's. Anyways, I don't want to stop you. Just that kind of worries me there. But go ahead. You there?
I didn't give him the code to be any kind of whatever.
No.
I was trying to get the carpet fixed so the boy could not be so upset.
I got it. I just don't like, how I am. I don't like have people having access to our house and stuff. But, whatever. Just go on because I don't think that's a big deal. So.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
I wanted to make sure I didn't leave out that point.
Okay.
So, fast forwarding on, we have to hurry up. We have to get back because I knew that Lena would be coming home at some point. The original plan was we were going to go pick Lena up. That was the original plan. We're like, hey, we're going to go eat sushi tonight. Because everybody been talking about eating sushi.
Yeah.
Gannon wanted to stay at home. And I was like, no, Gannon, you probably shouldn't stay at home. You still aren't feeling the best, whatever. You should not stay at home. I said, so we're all going to eat sushi. If you don't like it, you can just get rice, chicken, yada, yada. So that was our plan for the day. We got home about, I don't know what time the alarm got set off. 2:30, 2:45, whatever the whole crap is. Okay? Well, I noticed that during the time frame, I set the alarm to alarm away. And I have it from the ADT.
Okay.
When we left. Somehow, during some point, the alarm changed from alarm away to alarm stay.
What point?
I had all this, and which was on my phone that they took.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I said, hey, what are the steps in alarm going to arm away to arm stay? And they instructed me that if the door was not open with a sensor, it could have been that you accidentally set the house to alarm away, and it would have went to armed stay if it noticed movement that was already in the house.
Oh, I got you.
Right. But there's a sensor on the garage door.
Right.
Okay? So keep this in mind.
There's a sensor on the garage door?
I know, on the door coming in from the garage, there's no sensor.
No, you said there was. So, there's not. I didn't think there was.
Yeah, I was saying there's no sensor. I might have said it so fast. I was saying there's no sensor.
Okay, sorry. I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
So, either you can come in, you can set the alarm to arm away, and you can walk in through the garage, and it will immediately go to arm stay. Or, you can set it to arm away, and when the dogs move, and it will go to arm stay. As long as that back glass door wasn't triggered, and that front door wasn't triggered, it will not change.
Okay.
So,
all right.
keep that in mind, okay? So, this whole thing about your neighbor, he got paid $5,000 to release this video. It's a proven fact, okay? It's already been looked at by tens of thousands of people, and it's been investigated. Gannon Stauch got out the other side of the vehicle.
Okay. All right.
Shadows, movements, infrared, whatever you want to call it. Gannon got out the other side of the vehicle. Okay.
So okay. All right. So he's home with you now, is what you're saying. That's it. It is
2:45 or 2:30, I'm not sure exactly, but in that time frame before Lena got home, I'm getting out, going in the house, or whatever. Gannon goes in, and Gannon goes straight to his room. I go upstairs because I was had wanted to try to get on that Peloton the other night. Didn't get a chance to. Put my headphones on, yada, yada, yada. So I'm in there. Gannon asked me, that you said that he could go with a friend. You then text me, I don't know exactly what time, but at some point in time, you had told me, don't let Gannon go with a friend or something.
Yeah, right.
Gannon came back and said that you said he could go with a friend and come back later tonight. Again, I said, your daddy said you can play with your friends in the neighborhood, but you cannot go with some friend in some car or whatever it may be. Put my headphones back on. That was where this gets where I have completely parts of the information and not parts of the information. I hear another loud noise downstairs. Not even about, 10, 15 minutes later, maybe 20 minutes. Yes.
But I thought you said you were doing the Peloton.
No, I said I'd been wanting to go back to get on the Peloton because I didn't get to.
Oh, okay.
The other night, so I had my headphones on and I was kind of trying to get in the pre-workout mode or whatever you want to call it, because my goal had been trying to get on the Peloton every day.
Yeah, right.
So then I heard another noise again, and I was I pulled them off my ears. I know they're noise counseling, but I also am not stupid. I don't wear them all the way on my ears because they freaking hurt. And I was like, Gannon! Didn't hear anything. And I just thought he's down there bumping and flopping and, doing his thing, whatever it may be. Still sitting there, just chilling, doing whatever. Heard another loud noise. And I thought, okay, this is it. I thought he was stomping around, doing crazy things, whatever. And he's supposed to be going to go play with a friend. When I walked downstairs at that original point in time, I thought that guy was the carpet guy. Similarities? I didn't really remember exactly what he looked like, but I remember some of the details. Now, fast forward, you'll hear me say night after night after night after night, I dreamed of different things that have added detail to this. I thought it was the carpet guy because there was carpet everywhere, boxes, you name it. That was the loud noises that I heard. Next thing I know, I'm out. Blacked out. And which I told you this.
Yeah. So what I'm concerned about with that is, did he take all those boxes and carpet with him when he left?
The carpet was already in the house.
Oh, but what about what? I just don't remember seeing any of that stuff when we got there. Did you clean? Is that part of what you cleaned up or whatever?
No, the carpet was. I saw it there when the police watched me take my stuff out.
Okay, but you also mentioned he had a bunch of boxes and stuff. But I mean, it's not a big deal. I was just wondering because
boxes like laid out everywhere.
Right.
I just told the detectives I thought we were getting robbed.
Okay, I got you.
I thought that was the whole point of boxes was to get robbed.
Okay, all right.
On Gannon's table, which I'm sure it had to been if it was swiped correctly, I hit my head on the back of Gannon's table. Like hard. On the back of Gannon's table.
What table? The one I made him?
Yes.
Like the back of it up against the wall?
No, as in the back of my head, and there was the table right there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the back of the table. I'm sorry.
No, the back of my head, his table. Okay. So, from there, a lot of it was a blur because I hit my head.
I got you.
I just remember certain pieces here and there. I remember Gannon running, like jumping on the guy who I thought at the time was the carpet guy, and I thought we were about to get robbed. I just remember bits and pieces like that, trying to push him off, and all I remember now that I sit back and remember, like, play it in my head again, play it in my head again, play it in my head again. It was a very calm conversation with Gannon and this person. I just remember him asking questions, the same questions he asked me, they were talking about. And who do you have me on speakerphone with? Because I know you do.
What are you talking about, Tisha?
Who's listening to my conversation?
Me and you. I'm trying to figure out, like I told you the whole time, the truth. I just want the truth.
Okay, so during that time, I heard that same thing that Gannon asked me about knowing his mommy. Why do you think I've been adamant about you saying to you, oh my God, there's a piece that we're not putting together, that we're not missing, there's something different. I don't know how to put it all together, but Gannon knew something about something. And all I kept hearing him say was, do you know where Uncle Matt is at? I don't even know who Uncle Matt is.
Yeah, I never heard it. The only Matt I know of is, what's her name? Your sister.
Well, that would be his uncle, and he would know him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why when you said that 20 minutes ago or whatever, I just like, I had never heard no Uncle Matt, so.
When I woke up and like out of this state of confusion, going crazy, whatever was going on, I remember Gannon saying he would be back later.
Okay. Like Uncle Matt saying he'd be back later?
Gannon said he would be back later.
Oh, Gannon said, okay, all right.
So in my mind, I'm like, did I really like what the fuck just went on? Okay, hit my head twice. Had to fight off some dude that I explained to them and gave them a description of the whole entire time. Okay, I have been adamant about this and about finding this person.
Is that the Mexican guy you were talking? You told me about the Mexican guy.
He was dark-skinned, and I say Mexican because I assume...
Tisha, you just said she. You mean he was dark-skinned?
I never said she, I said he.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. It sounded like you said she. I'm hearing things again. I'm sorry.
Mexican guy, okay? I gave him the description of that, but to me, dark-skinned, I mean, their own stepfather could look Mexican.
Are you talking about Mike?
Right, and in that time, it wasn't Mike, obviously, but in that time frame, I'm trying to figure out, first, is this real life? Because I was totally, completely in shock what was going on. I thought we were going to get robbed. I thought they were about to take everything. I thought someone was trying to hurt Gannon. I hit the head. I didn't really know back and forth what to do. I was a little bit out of it. I'm not even going to lie. My body system was already weak because you know how it is in the first 4 to 5 weeks of being pregnant. That's my mind was completely fucking gone. And my mind jumped up after everything. And I said, okay, Gannon's going to be back. Gannon's going to be back. I paced up and down the stairs. During that
So,
time,
babe, hold on. Why did you tell me you got raped, and now you're not telling me you got raped?
You think I want to tell you what a man done to me?
I mean, like that first day, I told you I would do everything within my power to protect you and get you the help you need for that. But that's the key part of the story. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it straight.
And I went for that. And that's not something that I want to be like. You think I want that blasted on El Paso News?
Okay, but this is me. I'm just trying to help you in this situation. Make sure you got what you need from that. But if I don't want to get you worked up. So go ahead.
Because this hasn't been hard to know that like somebody was there trying to hurt me and Gannon, and I'm getting knocked out of it.
I understand.
Trying to fight for my body, trying to fight for someone not doing something to my body.
That's why I'm just trying to make sure I know everything that happened. Remember, this is about the truth. This is not about anything but me and you and the truth. So.
And I can't tell people that because then they're going to say nothing to me, call me names, and you won't even want me.
Why would I not want you? I don't understand what you mean by that.
I tried. I didn't know what was going on. All of it was a blur, in and out, trying to figure out. I got up at one point and ran to the door and sent Lena away. Sure, anybody in a logical state of mind could have said, why didn't you give Lena a note to run to the neighbors? He knew everything. He knew everything about us. He knew our names. He knew where we worked. He knew where Harley worked. He knew where we drove.
So back up a second, too. So just because I want to know about Gannon's well-being, too. We already covered what happened to you, but you're saying that initially you told me Gannon got beat up and he took him away, but you didn't say that this time. So please tell me.
Gannon jumped on his back. Like when he was trying to hurt me, Gannon jumped on his back. And that's clearly what I told the detective.
Okay, so what happened to Gannon in that instance? Because I got to know that.
I don't know. I just remember Gannon was on the other side. I was on where the door was at.
Okay.
Gannon was behind me on the floor and was crying. And was
he bleeding or anything? Was it like?
Know that if he was bleeding or anything.
Okay. All right.
I just remember. All I could barely see what was going on.
Was there any blood on the floor after you got? Do you remember anything like that?
When I woke up, there was no blood anywhere. I probably went the second time. So when I ran back upstairs, they sent Lena away, and I said, Lena, please go get the mail. Harley pulls up. I says, Harley, please take Lena to Dollar Tree. And they're like, okay. I said, please take them now and get these items. Exactly what I did.
Did Harley notice that you were distraught or anything?
Harley was, she was just looking at me like, what? And I said, please just go get the items. And Harley was like, what are they? I was like, carpet spray for the dog smell and the carpet powder for the dog smell. And Lena and Harley left.
Okay. All right.
Because I didn't want Lena and Harley to come in. And there you got two more people involved in this. He's downstairs with Gannon. I don't know what in the hell is going on. I'm freaked out like if I'm in some Lifetime movie. And no matter who I called or said anything to, they're going to do me just like they're doing me now. Came back downstairs. Tried to plead with him about what was exactly going on. He had Gannon wrapped in his arm, like his arm around him, and was saying,
Tisha, hold on just a second. I'm trying to understand. So, oh my goodness. So you're downstairs, and all this is going on, and the guy is downstairs, and you send Lena away? You come upstairs and send Lena away while the guy's still downstairs?
Right, or did you want Lena to come in and be there too?
No, I'm just trying, babe, I'm just trying to understand everything because some of this is new information for me that you didn't tell me initially, so I'm just trying to process.
You wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me sit there and talk to you.
Okay.
You treated me like a criminal.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand it, so I'm just trying to sort through all of this, so keep going. Thank you for clarifying, though.
You tried over it.
What's wrong?
I tried so hard.
You tried so hard to do what?
I was trying to protect everybody, but I couldn't get back upstairs. Once I let Lena go, I don't know. I couldn't even figure out what to do. If I ran outside in the yard, what was I going to do?
So you sent Lena to the mailbox, or you sent her with Harley?
I sent her to the mailbox, and it's
Okay.
when Harley gets there, and I sent Harley a message, and I sent Harley a message quickly and said, please get Lena as soon as you get back and go to Dollar Tree. I'll explain later.
Oh, so you sent her a message and then went back downstairs?
Right, because I was trying to check on Gannon.
But I thought you said you saw Harley when she got home.
I did. I sent her a message to let her know Lena pulled up. Lena came up.
Okay.
I sent Lena to the mailbox. Harley pulled right up. Look at the camera. Since your neighbor has every fucking camera footage, he should be able to see that they came up, and I freaking sent them right away.
Well, I'll probably have to pay him another $5,000 to get him to do that, so I don't think that's going to happen. It's bullshit, ain't it?
So I went back down. It's not funny because he did get paid.
No, I'm not. It's bullshit.
So he went back downstairs. I went back downstairs, and I'm trying to figure out, and he's just telling him that he had a new family and all kinds of things, and I'm sitting there trying to grab Gannon, and next thing I'm on the ground again. And you can't overpower someone that put their fingers on your mouth.
And this was in Gannon's room again?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
No one tried to help. No one cared. People treating me like a criminal. When I came through, I woke up. Whatever I could say and look around and think, I thought I was in a dream. And I woke up. And Gannon was gone.
That was the second time you went downstairs and he hurt you.
Second time he hurt me, and once I woke up from that, Gannon was gone.
Okay, so you blacked out again, is what you're saying.
Yes, because I had several times, because I was trying, what I was trying to do, I was trying inside the closet, our closet door in there. I was trying to get in there, because I was like, man, there has to be something in there that I can just swing, whatever. I didn't know how to use the freaking big gun, so if I'd have left out from sending Harley and Lena away, I didn't know how to use your big gun, the assault rifle. And my gun wasn't in the spot that it always was, because you know why? My gun was already in my car.
But babe, I'm just trying to understand here. You told me initially that the gun was in the house and that he grabbed it or something.
Black gun. He had your black gun. Yours.
He had my little pistol, right?
The black one, yes.
Okay, all right. Because I thought maybe I'm wrong, but I thought initially you said your gun. That's why I was confused.
No, my gun was outside.
In the car. Okay.
Your black gun. That's why I was terrified. He knew everything about us. He was threatening us. Every single thing. He knew what kind of car that your mom had drove there and stayed there the whole time in a rental car.
Hey, when did you bring your gun back in? After all this happened?
You told me to go get all the guns together.
No, that was when I was collecting them. You said your gun was in the car.
No, Albert. On the phone call with me, you said go check and see and be accountable for all the guns. When I told you
because you had stored them downstairs in those. My gun was in the. I don't know about yours, but my gun was in one of the totes. Remember, you had put it there.
Because the lady was babysitting.
Okay, so the guy had the gun and he put it back in the tote?
No, he didn't put the gun back in the tote. The gun was left there.
So you put it back in the tote?
The gun was left there. Gannon was gone. It was like I thought he was hiding. I legit thought I was in complete shock and thought Gannon was hiding.
Okay.
I even mentioned to the girls, I go, because I was shocked, culture shock, thinking, what the fuck happened? Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I didn't get the time to even go through any of the emotions of it all to think what happened, because all I could immediately do was go into the defense mode of being like, oh my God, Okay, get the girls out of here. Okay, Gannon's going to be back by the time he's supposed to be back. Because in the end, when Gannon was leaving, I remember him asking him, was he going to take him to Uncle Matt's house? I remember that being blacked out. So Gannon freely went with him. I don't know Uncle Matt. I'm not fucking crazy.
So he left with Uncle Matt in a car or something, or in a van, or you don't know?
That's why he left in. I just know that the whole thing started to add up. Gannon kept going outside with some gate. Gannon had to be talking to somebody outside of that gate. I begged the fucking El Paso County police officers to find anything on that side of the house where Gannon might have went out at night talking to whoever it was. Any cars that was parked on that side of the house. Nobody helps me.
Okay, so I'm trying to this is what's bothering me about this part, and I want to be real with you because we're trying to work together on this, but I went and asked all the neighbors myself, like cameras in front of our house, to the side of our house, everything, to look and see if Gannon left the house anywhere from like 2 to 4, 4:30, anything like that, and no cameras have him leaving. So I mean, I don't.
What kind of cameras? Are they like Rogers that run 24/7?
Yes, like 3, 4, 5 of the neighbors have those 24/7 cameras. And it's some are like ours, which are motion censored.
Okay, which ones? Because we need to know which direction that their cameras are pointed in order for that to happen.
Okay, well that's something we can look into. Okay, that's something we need to look into. So either they went out the front, I'm assuming, right?
Not the front door.
So what the garage?
I would say the garage or either out the back door because Gannon had the gate code, like the key. And he kept going out there with this key or trying to unlock it or keep it unlocked with this key.
Okay, hold on. Just so I understand. So now, Gannon, with all this going on, Gannon tells the guy there's a key to the gate, and then they and bring the key back in the house?
No. Did you listen to my story?
Yeah.
The other night, Gannon kept going outside with the gate. I'm thinking that the gate was automatically left unlocked.
Oh, okay. Did you lock it back before I got home?
No, I didn't lock anything.
Okay, all right.
I didn't do anything unless they locked it or the police locked it because Harley said the police put cameras in it and locking it.
Okay,
locking everything up.
We can find that out. Maybe the police locked it back up. So fair enough. So that just all that kind of is blowing my mind. You know, he wasn't seen leaving. The key to the gate was in the house. The gun was where it's supposed to be. I'm just trying to figure it all out, Tisha. That's all.
The gun wasn't where it was supposed to be because I put the gun back in when you told me to collect them.
Okay. Well, hopefully, I mean,
upstairs.
They got my gun now, so hopefully they can get this Mexican guy's fingerprints. So.
Yeah, it would be perfect to me. It's nothing but from day one.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to get. So get all them this information. You know, I think the FBI's in on it now. So we're trying to get them all this information. Look for a fingerprint on the gun. You know, maybe they haven't looked there. Look for a fingerprint on the lock of the gate. You know, stuff like that as the little things that they may have missed, you know, during this process.
Why? Why would they have not have done that? And maybe I'm just upset by this because I feel like they barked up the wrong tree for 2 fucking weeks, Albert.
It's been 3 weeks almost, Tisha. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. I'm as frustrated as anybody because I don't know anything. And
so, do you think I did this?
Letecia Stauch, I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to help you. Okay, I'm trying to help you get the truth out there. But you've got to tell me the truth. Okay. I know.
Here's what I told the police. The only difference is I thought it was the carpet person, but once I went around because I was freaking out trying to figure out, I was like, if I could go get this fucker and bring him in, and I drove through the neighborhood, the description that I gave El Paso is exactly what I saw. But that is not the exact description that I gave of this carpet person. So my point behind that was, I don't think it was the carpet person because I eliminated him because he didn't have craters on his face.
He did or didn't? So, but hold on. You know what? Something. Remember how? Oh my goodness! Thinking back to this whole that trip you made for the bike. You never found the guy, right? The Craigslist guy.
Started looking creepy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think that this Craigslist guy had anything to do with you? I mean, not you, but you know what I mean. Oh, I'm freaking out. Sorry. And you don't think that Craigslist guy followed you or just found you? Maybe you told him, "Hey, I'm driving my husband's red Frontier, and I'll meet you there," or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of anything.
Okay, so let's say it's him. What I don't like is that people are sitting here saying, "Well, there's nothing that shows you guys leaving." If there's nothing at this point in time, it's starting to get dark. Because in case you didn't know, in Colorado, it's getting dark around that time. Okay? There has to be something that points to that direction that shows any shadows, movement, anything. And if it didn't, it was because the ring sensitivity didn't pick it up.
All right, so listen, I want to be clear with you that I don't give a flip about social media. You know that. I don't have Facebook. I'm not on there, so I don't know what these people are saying. So me and you focus on us getting to the bottom of what's going on, okay? Let's try to block out that other stuff so we can get the truth here. Man, this Craigslist thing is really driving me nuts now. Do you think that when did you go? What was the time frame you went there again? You went to Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Because they have whatever time they had me on footage. The first time at Petco.
Oh, at Petco. So after that is when you left.
Because I went back to Petco to get more clothes.
Okay, so you went. So then when did you go back to Petco after the Craigslist trip?
Yeah.
Oh. And you said the guy was already in the house before you got there, you think?
When I got there, the guy was most definitely in the house or had already been in the house waiting or whatever it may be, which is why I thought it was the carpet guy because that was the person that I gave the garage
Yeah,
code.
you gave the garage code to him. Yeah, right.
The more I laid and the more I slept and the more I kept worrying about it and thinking about it and yada, yada, yada. Gannon kept having his room door locked. I was even so terrified to think that this person even spent the night in our home.
Oh, you think he was there the whole time?
I don't know. Do you know how worried I've been about this?
I know, that's freaking me out because remember those other stories you were talking about people coming in the back door and stuff while they thought people were away? I've been going through all that in my head too.
Albert, I've done nothing but I have this book right here. You can hear it. It's like of all anything and everything that I thought of that might have been out of order, that
so maybe
you think I don't want my life back? You think I don't want my family back?
I know. Trust me, me too.
I'm tired of being portrayed as one.
Okay, but you gotta help me because I'm trying to sort through all this and put a good timeline together so I can tell this. Somebody reached out from the FBI and I'm trying to tell them a timeline of what I know. All right, I'm trying to make sure they get the truth the first time. This lady that called me. Okay, so.
Are people not going after this? Why?
I don't know. Maybe the FBI is. I don't know. I know they're doing everything they can. Maybe they missed some things we don't know. But listen, something you told me that first day that I'm trying to figure out when did you do the? Right, you said you cleaned everything up.
Cleaned everything up.
Yeah, from Gannon's room or wherever you got. Somebody did bad things to you or whatever.
I was just talking about like the clothes I had on and like shoes and stuff.
Oh, so you just changed your clothes and then threw them away like you said, and whatever Gannon had on, you said you threw that away too?
They got that out of the back of the trash. It was a shirt that he wore that was burnt and stuff like that.
Oh.
That's what I meant, like cleaned up. I didn't mean like clean up anything bad or anything. I'm just saying like I didn't want to keep that stuff on and call it police.
you told me that first day you cleaned up the whole area because you didn't want Lena to see it when she got home. That's what you told me.
Yeah, my clothes and my under. You want me to really go in depth about that?
I'm not trying to make you relive anything that happened to you. I'm just trying to. There's just some truth that I'm trying to find about. I mean, if something was cleaned up or something, then, I don't know. Maybe.
Me, whatever you're trying to say to me, don't just be honest.
I just don't want the police to miss anything else, okay? I mean, we think they've missed all these other pieces, and then, I mean, if you cleaned up something that could give them DNA evidence on this Mexican guy, then we need it.
Took my whole DNA from this. They wouldn't let me pee. The hospital bill that I sent you was the whole kit on my body.
But tell me, why did you tell me? I just don't understand why you told me you cleaned up in the area, and then now you're telling me you just changed your clothes. That's.
When you're talking about cleaning up the area, I'm talking about from Gannon. Like, Gannon had, from his burn marks, there was blood on the wall and on the light switch. So you cleaned up whatever Gannon stuff, what blood or whatever was, right? Prior.
Oh, where was that at?
In his room when he woke up Monday morning.
But like where? But where in his room? You did say the wall because he was wiping his fingers on the wall or something.
I don't know if he wiped his fingers on his wall. I just know his arm probably hit the wall when he was asleep.
Oh, I got you. Okay, all right. So you cleaned that up, okay? Because I never saw that. That's the first I heard of it. So you cleaned up wherever his blisters or his burn mark hit the wall. Did you clean something else up?
Light switch from where he touched it.
Oh, but that was after you showed it to me.
Yes.
Yeah, you showed it to me and Lena, and then told me that he was picking his fingernails so bad that he bled so bad. Remember?
Yes, he did pick his fingernails.
Oh, okay. So he picked his fingernails, and he picked. I'm just trying to clarify. Picked his fingernails and his blister or his burn mark or whatever.
What do you mean? Gannon picks everything that's open.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why are you acting like you're got me on some trial with this? He picks his fingers all the time.
Babe, because
it's open.
Babe, you're absolutely right about that. But I don't know why you feel like you're on trial. I'm talking to my wife, trying to figure out the truth. And like I told you before, the truth hasn't always lined up. So I just want to find out all the details so we can find Gannon. That's it.
Albert, I gave you every detail, but you were coming at me saying, I thought you did this afterwards. Gannon bleeds all the time.
Right.
Gannon has huge nosebleeds. Did you tell him the nosebleeds from your truck is from Gannon?
When did he have a nosebleed in my truck?
Oh my God, don't even believe it. It's been there since Alaska. And the top part of your truck, you have his hands had blood marks on it from like a year and something ago.
Maybe. I'm not doubting you. I don't know. I just don't remember that, but that might have happened. I know he has had a nosebleed once in a while. I don't remember that in Alaska.
Nosebleeds are like in Colorado, or at least once every week or two. Every week or two, Gannon has a nosebleed. This is where I get angry. Like, people come up here and talk all this shit, and they don't even know him.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the people are saying on social media. I don't even bother with that. And I haven't for a long time. But I'm just trying to. All right.
Say what you got to say, Albert.
I'm just trying to retrace some steps in my head. So the Mexican guy. Did you see like anybody? I'm trying to think of this Craigslist. Did he have a picture, or did he like give you any information about him? Like, hey, I'm, other than where to find him at or anything like that. I mean, what was the framework of like how you set up that to meet him?
Everything is on my phone, Albert.
Babe, I don't know. I guess they got your phone. You keep telling me that, but I'm just trying to figure out how you went about doing this. So maybe we can. That freaking lady that called me bugging the shit out of me from the FBI, maybe that's something relevant. I don't know.
I reached out to him. They have access to my phone.
Okay.
On my phone, I click the Craigslist thing, which generates this whole like number, something, whatever the email they do to protect the people that are selling. I had all that and access to my phone for that. I have limited access because a lot of my stuff didn't load. A lot of it weren't backed up. My emails weren't backed up. My notes weren't backed up. The only thing backed up when I logged in to the icon that it let me in temporarily was pictures. If they gave me my phone, which is mine, it would clearly have everything. And since they've done all these things, they should see this. They should see pictures of what I took with Gannon at home with me later. They should see all this shit, man. And it pisses me the fuck off that no one's even caring. Everybody's wanting to point the finger, but won't let me sit there and show you.
All right, Letecia. Okay. You told me to be straight.
I got you on the phone, and I'm trying to sit here and tell my own husband every little detail, everything. You think I don't want my family?
All right, Letecia, listen. Like I said the whole time, I'm just trying to help you and trying to keep you and Harley safe from all. I mean, these people are after me now. I don't know who the hell it is, but like I said, I had to go get my clothes changed and everything just so I can blend in better. And I want you to know that no matter what, we can work through this together, and I can help you, okay? But you just gotta let me help you. But you told me to be straight up. I got a very straight up question, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Did you kill Gannon? I need to know. I need you to answer me yes or no right now.
I killed Gannon. The answer is no. I can't believe you asked me this.
I just got to know you. I told me to be straight up. I got to know what's happening to my son.
Tell me why you would think I killed Gannon.
There's a lot of unknowns. I mean, being straight up again, you changed your story again to me for the 4th time.
No, I changed my story.
You did. This is the 4th version of the same story, okay?
Wow.
Like half of what you told me today with the cut foot, and now he's got burned arms and picking it, and his butt's bleeding. All this stuff is new to what you told me the other day. And the other day you told me that you cleaned up the area where you got raped so nobody would see it. But now you told me you just changed clothes. I just don't know what the hell's going on.
I didn't tell you. First off, you never even listened to me about anything that went on.
I did. No, you stopped because I listened to you. I listened to you, and then I went and got the guns and put them in the truck, and then I came back and me and Landon listened to you, and then I stopped and picked your story apart. So get it straight, Tisha. I listened to you, and I said, if I'm wrong about the rape, I will get on my knees and beg you for forgiveness. Did I not say that?
Yeah, but you haven't.
Exactly, because I haven't been proven wrong yet. I want the truth. If I'm wrong, if the police, no matter what they're doing, the FBI, the CBI, the CBS, whoever, okay, if they tell me I'm wrong, I will publicly, in front of the world, get on a camera and tell you I'm sorry. But until that happens, we're going to find the truth.
How can you tell me that someone didn't come? I don't understand. How can you tell me that someone didn't do something to hurt me and take Gannon?
I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you it hasn't been proven one way or the other. You said you banged your head on the freaking table. Now I got to tell them to go check out the table and see if there's any blood or any of your...
You knew that. They had already asked that.
Okay, but that's the first I heard of it. You see what I'm saying?
Because you never would talk to me. You literally just sat here in a conversation and asked me, did I kill our child?
Yes, I did, because if you say no, then I'll stop thinking that you did it. Okay?
That's horrible.
I don't know what to think. My son's blood, you're telling me his blood's all over the walls, and now you're telling me the Mexican guy that had the gun to your head or whatever took him away, and he knows him, and he could be anywhere.
Hold on. Gun? So where did you get that piece from?
That was now you got me twisting all your stories up, because that was from the first time you told me the rape story, that he had a gun to your head, and you told me it was your gun. You told me, but you told me it was your gun, so that's fine. I'm not debating the points here, but
I said the black one.
Okay, fine, but I mean,
you know in your heart I would never hurt Gannon.
Yes, I absolutely believe that. But I'm doing everything I can to help you right now. And if you, but Tisha, listen. The thing is, if you don't, but it's not just. I asked you if you killed him. You said no, and I'm sorry. That was a hard question. But if you know anything, or you did anything, or just upset about it, we can work together, and I can help you. But I can't help you if you don't tell me anything. It's just there's so many unknowns, Tisha.
Oh my God.
I mean, did anything happen that was an accident that that you're scared about?
Really?
I'm just trying to, Tisha, you know, with my Army training, I'm trained to ask all these questions to get us in a safe place, right? And that's why I took the guns out from the get-go. That's just my training kicking in.
Oh my God, I really thought, I thought out of this conversation, like I really thought you were going to be supportive of me. I thought you were going to bring your family back together. And I thought that we were going to talk about everything every single day of nothing but Gannon.
That's what I'm trying to do.
For a second, you would ask me that I killed Gannon. I can't believe that.
Well, I'm glad you said no. That gives me a lot of hope and peace.
Oh, Gannon. I already told him about how maybe, just maybe, you might have a brother. Maybe. We talked about, we cried about Kobe. We did a lot together.
What?
What hurt, Gannon?
Okay.
Dog.
Okay, Tisha, let me ask it this way then. I don't believe you killed him, but did something bad happen to him, and he maybe he is dead or not with us anymore, and you just panicked and didn't know what to do? I mean, is there anything like that? Just any information is what I need. We can help you. I can help you get through this. But we got to know the information about Bubba. I mean, just think of,
Really, yeah.
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out what happened to him. He's gone and nobody knows anything, but you were the last one to hear him speak. Okay, which was Monday when you were driving around and he left the house. The last time we heard him speak, I don't know. I don't know when that was. Before I left, probably. When I left and he went downstairs to watch Pokemon. That's the last memory I have of him.
Albert, let me tell you something. People don't have the life that I have. People don't just be a normal person, just doing their thing, finally have what they want to do and be in the sky, working. Oh, they don't do that. People premeditate things in life. There's no sign or indications of anything that I would have ever hurt those children. I fought for you. I fought for them.
Yes, you did. You fought for all of us. You're right. I'm not questioning any of that, Tisha. I just did an accident happen? I mean, other than the candle or the burn? I don't know. I'm just trying to ask all the questions.
I've worked with children long enough, Albert. If an accident happened, I'm smart enough. I know what to do. I've had plenty of friends who've been in situations where they've been in the classroom. They accidentally dropped the kid. The kid might have broke their leg. You go to the people, you tell them it's an accident, and you work through it.
Okay, so all right, you also said something that was calmed my heart, tremendously about Bubba. That basically you didn't premeditate anything. So whatever happened to him had to be an accident, just like the candle. And obviously you wouldn't plan on something like that because you're a teacher and you do all those babysitting events. I know you wouldn't hurt kids intentionally, but whatever happened was an accident, and I know you didn't plan it.
I didn't have anything to do with it. Why are you saying this to me?
So he would have had to have died naturally then, other than.
And he's dead.
I don't know, Tisha.
I can't even believe you are saying that Gannon isn't alive. What's wrong with you?
Because it's just this. None of this makes any sense. I mean, he would have been found by now. Okay, he didn't. All the cameras, all that footage shows him not leaving the house, other than in the truck. And I like I said, I'm just trying to help you get through this.
Help me?
Yes, help you because.
Help me get through this.
Because I am trying to help you. I want to know what happened to Gannon and try to help you and keep Harley safe and everything that I've said the whole time, because that's who I am and you know that.
See what y'all think. This is what y'all think. Y'all think somebody's going to come in here and say something just to appease everyone. But a true person who is completely innocent, y'all can keep beating me down in the ground all you want to because I didn't do it.
I'm not beating you down.
You think you don't want me anymore? Fine. You don't want our family anymore? Fine. You took my car. You took everything.
I didn't take anything. They got all my shit too, Tisha. I got 2 cars now because Harley's not going to pay for it. I got 2 cars I got to pay for that I can't even see or touch.
I'm begging you.
No, she hasn't. I know. So
Every day, Albert, why are you not with your wife? If you want to be so honest and ask questions, why are you not with your wife and daughter?
Because I'm going to tell you the truth right now. Because of this conversation, Tisha. I don't know. And I've told you that the whole time. I'm confused. I'm all over the place. I can't get the truth from you or the police or nobody. And now it's just even worse now because I got another story I've got to try to make a theory from.
Another story? You have never talked to me.
But you just told me. You told me a few minutes ago and we went over it. You told me the first story. No, first you told me he ran away. Then it was the rape story. Then it was the second rape story. Now it's the third rape story.
I can't believe you just said the rape story.
I'm just. What do you want me to call it? The story of Gannon disappearing? Okay, you told me the first version of that, the second version, and now the third version.
You a second or third version?
Yes.
You sit down and talk to me.
No, that day that I got home. No, the day I got home, that next morning after my mom and sister and Landon and everybody was at the house, you told me you were texting Bethel and you told her the story. I don't know what you told her, and I kind of don't even.
Yes, you do.
I don't even care. No.
I told her.
I swear.
My God, I can't believe you're lying to me right now.
About what? I'm not lying to you about anything, Tisha.
Albert, they had y'all at the police department when I was there.
Oh, you mean when Landon showed up and then they brought, I was already there or whatever? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's the only time I know. I don't even know when you're there. I just assumed you had finally come in that night. Or was it the next day you came in? I don't even know, Tisha.
You were there because she was talking to you there.
Who was?
Bethel?
She was talking to me at the police station?
Yes.
Honestly, most of my talking was with Mark, the other guy that was at Starbucks. So I don't know what you mean she was talking to me. I think I might have talked to her for like 10 or 15 minutes.
Did not tell you anything different. This is how my day went. I was going to lay down.
Hey, Tisha, I believe you. Okay. What I want you to answer for me is those simple questions. Did Gannon die and you just freaked out, or was there an accident involved? Did you kill him? Answer all those questions. Those are the ones that I want to know. Okay, I don't care about who talked to who, when we went where. Honestly, at this point, none of that freaking matters. What matters is that little 11-year-old boy is either out there or he's not, and I got to know that. And you're the only one that has any information regarding that.
I gave you that information, and you're not going to look for it.
No, but you ignored my question. I mean, answer those questions for me.
What's the first question?
All right. Did you kill Gannon?
No.
Okay. Did Gannon die on your watch, whether it was an accident or naturally from some injury?
No.
Okay. Did Gannon have an accident of a serious nature and you freak out and cover it up?
No.
So the answer is no to all of that.
Correct.
Okay. Now, this is going to be very uncomfortable for you, even more uncomfortable than what I just asked you. But did Harley kill Gannon?
God, no.
Okay, any of the same questions, did she have anything to do with an accident, a cover-up? Was she involved in this at all with you?
No. I haven't been involved either.
So so there's a blank somewhere that you have not filled the blank. So.
How have I not filled the blank? So you don't think for a second that someone came in the house again? You don't think that?
I don't doubt that. I don't know what to believe, but I'm not doubting you. I'm just having to ask all these questions. So,
I begged you. I said, hey, let us all be together. Look at me in my eyes and ask me that question. Feel it in your heart and then ask me that question.
But you gotta look at it from my perspective. Okay, first of all, and I got a couple things to say, so let me get through it. These stories, just like I've said the whole time, they don't sound legit to me. They just don't add up. They're not true. Something is off from every story because there's different versions. So that's number one. Number two.
I've only talked to you once.
Okay. All right, fair enough. But you got to put yourself in my shoes, okay? What the hell would you do if this was Harley, okay? And you didn't have all the information. How would you put all these pieces together? So, I mean, you got, from my glasses, how am I supposed to put all these pieces together when I don't even have a third of the pieces? I'm just trying to find the pieces and get them together.
You want me to answer that question?
Which one? The one about what if it was Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah, answer that question.
Okay. So as soon as you tell me this, when I get off the phone, I will have my husband and my children together in a home, and our houses will be praying, and we will be on the phone with the detectives, and we will be saying, listen, I support my husband, and we need to find someone over here. Somebody had to see something. Ask them again. Do something. We will be putting a fucking alert out everywhere. We will be putting a description out everywhere. We will close the fucking borders from Colorado to all of them, up and down 95, because it leads to fucking Mexico.
95? What?
That shit.
Why would
I'm sorry, 85, whatever.
85?
What's the road called? 25. This state that leads to Mexico.
Well, please be careful when you say those things, because then they're going to start looking up and down 95 on the East Coast. Okay?
Sorry.
And that's not going to help us. Since you know he's not over there, that's not going to help us if they get sent over there. Okay? But you didn't answer my question. How am I supposed to put all these pieces together? You're telling me let's go home and pray, and I've been praying praying nonstop. Okay? But we got to have action too. So here, listen. I got to go because now I'm freaking. Everybody's going to start questioning me at the house. Where have you been? What are you doing? Are you involved? I'm going to get all those questions now. So
the house. Who are you staying with?
Uncle Jeff, and then freaking Veronica and all them that are all over the place. Okay, so.
Why would you have to be anywhere near them?
I don't have to be, but you saw we had to do. Listen.
And your daughter.
Tisha, listen, I had to do these statements and interviews and all this shit. It's just nonstop. Every day is something else. Okay, so if you think all this information is what they need, apparently the El Paso people haven't done their job and they haven't forwarded it to the FBI. So I don't know. There's some Amber lady called me from the FBI, and I'm gonna just email you her number and her name. And if you want to pass this information to her, that's much higher than the freaking CBS or whatever you call it.
Yeah, because they've called everyone I know.
Okay, well then that's what
you can tell them too.
Okay, but I don't have the document you have. So anyways, I'm just going to send you the contact, and if you want it, you take it. If not, I can't make you do anything. But I got to go, okay?
Yeah, but that's not how you would say trying to find your son. You would not say, if you don't want to do anything, then blah, blah, blah.
No, that's not true, because I can't. I wanted you with me the whole time, and you left. So I'm going to give you the information you need to pass your stuff along, and then you can do that, okay?
Listen to me. We don't have anywhere to stay. I'm asking you to stay with your wife and daughter, and let's do this together. And you tell me no if you think that you don't give a shit about us and you don't want that. You tell me no right now.
Tell you no.
You tell me yes. If you want your family together because you believe
I
me.
wanted my family
No,
together.
but no.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I wanted my family together the whole time. And listen, you're not letting me help you, so I recommend that you get in contact with this Amber lady because she offered me help and safety because I told her what I was going through, and I'm sure they'll do the same thing for you, especially all that you've been through with when you're telling me about the social media stuff and people chasing you around. You said in the email, so I'm going to send you her contact information, okay, and then you decide whether or not to contact her to find protection for yourself and get them this information, okay? But I gotta go, okay? I gotta go, Tisha. I gotta go.
The question.
What question? I said I wanted you to be together, but I gotta go, okay? I gotta go. Bye. Bye.
People's Exhibit number 36, which is another recorded phone call from February 15th, 2020 at 10:58 a.m.
Go for it. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's wrong?
I'm crying.
Hmm?
I'm tired of crying.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where's Lena?
Lena's at school right now. So. Why? What's up?
I can't ask you where our kids are at.
Yeah, I think that's a fair question. Where's Harley at?
She had to go to the doctor last night because she had bad chest pains and she was 12 pounds underweight.
What hospital did she go to?
Because the store could be listening and know where we're at.
Tisha,
No, I don't know. You talk crap about me. You treated me wrong.
where did I talk crap about you? I haven't said nothing to nobody.
Charles, in your school, posting all this stuff, messages you sent me about how horrible of a person I was.
When did these messages come from? Years ago, maybe? I mean,
Don't know when.
but you know what?
Posted them to everybody.
But what have I always said about social media? I don't give a crap what people say. People are just looking for a headline, okay?
I'm tired of doing this hour. You should have talked to me about all the other stuff. I'm not.
Oh, what other stuff, Tisha?
I've asked you for help. I said, hey, me and Harley needed something. I've asked you for help. You turned me down. You know good and well. Anytime you've ever needed help, I've been there for you.
Tisha, let's walk back through this now. Just to be straight up, okay? You took over $2,000 out of the bank account at the beginning of the month, and I didn't say a word to you about it, okay? All right, that's like 1/3 of what I get every month. So you got 1/3 of my monthly income. All right, so that being said, I've also offered help and safety and teamwork the whole time, and you guys decided to, step out on your own. And I haven't bothered you, but I've never looked back in there. I've never told you no for anything. And I've been.
Well, first of all, I didn't take $2,000. It was $1,500 because I had to have a place to stay. When I kept begging you and asking you that people should not have been in my home.
Okay, well, hold on.
It should have been nobody but your family.
You're right.
My family in your home.
Okay, I understand your opinion. So I want to clarify because you took, however much, I'm not going to fight over the dollar amount. You took over $1,500 in that one lump sum, not to mention the other ones, but that one lump sum you did take $1,500 and some dollars, and you can't get. But you've told me from like almost the first minute you don't have a place to stay. So do you or don't you?
It was It cost $125 a night for a hotel, and then I had to pay a pet fee. Add that up, how many nights I get. Plus, we had to have food. We didn't have a way around. We had to Uber. Add that up.
Were you Ubering yesterday when we were talking? Because I heard you get in and out of a car. I'm just trying to piece all this together, Tisha. I don't know what's going on. I've heard so many stories here. I'm just trying to, as I've always said, I'm just trying to find the truth, and I keep getting a different version of it.
There's this little guy that stays at the hotel. He has an old white car, and he let me drive to the store. You know how bad it is for me to ask somebody to drive their car to the store?
And in this effort to help you that I've been trying to do, you won't tell me where you're staying.
Because you're not on my side.
But you're not. You're.
On my side if you're talking crap about me. You're
Teacher.
on my side if I call you and I try to talk to you, and you can't talk to me for being around other people. That's not my side.
But you got to understand what I'm going through. I don't know what the hell's going on minute to minute. I don't know who's on whose side. All I'm focused on is Gannon. And I don't want obviously people, you see it on the social media, people are not happy with you. I don't know why. I don't know what reason they have or don't have. But I can't sit here and be talking to you, my wife, in front of all these other people and then, go through all the cussing and yelling and screaming and the drama. So I'm trying to respect you as well. And I need that in return. I need you to respect me too. And that, but no.
I haven't talked crap about you.
Okay, I've heard that you have not really said anything about me per se directly. Okay, but you did release some of those documents, or however they got out there. They're out there. Okay, but what I need you to do, you talk about respect. That's one of the most important things to me in my life is you respecting me, and you can respect me with the truth. And that's the bottom line. We have options to work through all this other stuff, all this other drama that's going on, but the truth is really at the options don't come into play until I get the truth. Okay. That's absolutely. And I know you're not going to like this, but that's a line in the sand that I'm not crossing. Okay.
You already kicked me off my own car insurance and wouldn't even tell me.
That's not true.
My car, you kicked
That's not
me off of there.
That's not true, Tisha. You got an email. You got email notification the same minute I did, so you got notified. Absolutely.
Why did you not talk to me about this?
Well, on February 8th, I didn't get any kind of confirmation that 2 of my vehicles were deleted, and there's no one else that has access but you. Okay, so you tell me what the truth is.
No, they were all getting put in storage. So if it was done wrong, then that wasn't on purpose.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not the insurance is not a point of argument to me. You have every right to call them back and put just like I did.
No. I tried.
No.
They said to me, you have me listed as ex-spouse, so I had to be on a separate policy.
Well, exactly. Okay, because that's where we're at right now. That's the line in the sand. Okay, the line in the sand is we have a gap between us right now. Okay, absolutely. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because I don't sugarcoat it with you. Okay, we have a gap between us. You can put a label on it however you want to, but that gap there's no closing that gap. There's no initiating options or anything until we get to the truth. And I think I really feel it deep down in my heart that we can work on this together. We do have options, but I think your list you sent to me is a great starting place. I think that is excellent that you're willing to at least talk about what options we have.
Did you talk to an attorney?
Huh?
Did you talk to an attorney and file for divorce?
I have not filed anything yet. And the fact that I'll tell you the answer to that, okay? But the fact that you are reaching out to me like that, the way you did, say, did you go to this attorney and file this? That means you don't trust me. You don't have respect for me, and you got somebody watching me. Tell me the truth.
Well, I did, and someone told me.
Who told you?
Do you not think it's all online in the social media that you told someone that and someone posted it?
Who posted it? Because I haven't told anybody anything about that.
Well, someone knows because it's online, just like it's online about some girl talking junk about her best friend, and she's best friends with your sister, and that's what she said. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but once again, I'm.
Up there.
Well, yeah, you're right. I fully agree with you. Once again, that's why I've told you forever that I don't get into that crap because it's just you're you're getting torn every direction by people's stupidity. Okay. So anyways, let's not worry about that, about how you know what you know. Okay.
Go ahead. The basic thing is, I reached out to that lady. She doesn't write me back. This is how I've been treated. I've been treated like a criminal when I told them exactly that Gannon left with someone.
Which lady? What lady are you talking about? The Amber lady?
No, Bethel, because she's the lead investigator.
That's the blonde lady from Starbucks? The blonde lady from Starbucks?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The lead investigator.
Okay, all right, I got you. Well, I mean,
In contact with her.
not since that first day. I mean, that first day when I told you I met with Mark for like, I don't know, 6-7 hours, and then she jumped in for like 20-30 minutes, or whatever that night, the day I got there, that Tuesday. Since then, and since we met her, and then she asked me a few questions, I really haven't had any interaction with her. So I've been dealing only with Mark. He's been my.
Why did you leave that day and not talk to me and go on my call?
Leave what day?
When you first talked to them that night and you were going to pick up people from the airport, why did you leave and not talk to me?
I'll give you the straight up honest truth right now, because at that point in the situation, and we're at the same point now, unfortunately, 3 weeks later, at that point, I was not getting the whole truth. Okay. And I'm not going to argue with you about that, because that's absolutely spot on. Okay.
From me, you leave from me, everything's fine, and you just happen to get there and then you feel like you're not getting the truth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because there were some things that I was looking into on my own, which I've basically been doing for 3 weeks now, trying to sort through this on my own, that weren't making sense and weren't adding up. Okay. And just like where we're at now, yesterday, thank you for talking so long and walking me through your timeline. But even yesterday when we were talking, a lot of it wasn't adding up, and it still isn't. Like, there's 3 or 4 different versions of the Mexican guy now. He's Uncle Matt. First he was Mexican or whatever. I don't want to argue.
I said he asked me, he asked did he know Uncle Matt?
Yeah.
I said he wasn't Uncle Matt.
Fine. And I'm not arguing about that. I'm just telling you, these are red flags. You know how I am. When I see red flags, you got to convince me that the truth is what it is. Okay. So I'm sitting here last night on my bed freaking out, because I feel like some of that was the truth, but then some of it still was, a different version of the same story again. So what I really want to get to.
Ask me did I kill Gannon. That hurt.
It hurt me to ask it, because you're my wife, and first thing I started with today was Happy Valentine's Day. That should tell you how I feel about you. Okay. But
I need you to be here with me, support it.
I am. I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'm begging you. If they give me immunity, I will help.
Okay, but here.
I can't get in trouble for it.
Okay, well, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to I'm not. You have the legal background. Okay, I don't have that knowledge. All I have is my recruiting time and the other stuff I've done. So you need to help me understand what you're trying to get. I don't understand what that means.
Immunity, okay? Do you know what immunity is?
Other than what I've seen on TV shows, I don't know. I need you to help me. That's what I'm trying to. Help me to get you to that point. Hello?
Immunity is. They're going to grant, I'm a judge, that I would not be charged anything in this. Because I didn't have anything to do with it. In return, that I will testify, and I will give them the information of who I've given, and I will testify against them.
Okay. So you're saying, so I'm going to walk back through this so I understand clearly what you're saying. So there's no ambiguity or unknowns here. So you're saying you somehow know where Gannon is, or who has him, or how he got him, or something like that?
See, that's why you're not going to put words in my mouth.
I'm trying to understand, Tisha. Explain to me, okay? Walk me through it so I understand what you're saying. No, why would I record you? This is me and you. Why would I say Happy Valentine's Day on a recording? That's something personal between us.
It's just you and me on this phone call, and in your room.
Absolutely. Okay.
Immunity is where I'm telling you, I told you the truth about Mr. Gannon. There's more details about how that went on. There's more details that I can't discuss that would incriminate myself because they're going to say, why did you say this? But he has all our information. He was threatening to go to work and get massaged and have these people go there. If I said anything in the meeting with the cops, I was late to the meeting. But I need immunity.
So
I get to.
So why? What I don't understand is why, babe. Why is this not something you would tell me from the get go? I just
Everything. It was going to kill my daughter. They were going to kill me. They knew where you were at. Everybody. They would do everything.
yeah, but Tisha, look at what you just said.
It's your bike. Your bike is not that's all.
But Tisha,
What?
I'm trying to understand.
All these things is surprising you. I need immunity, please.
If you were, no, why would I record you? What I'm trying to figure out is why your first thought, your first thought is what they may do to you and Harley, but something was already done to Gannon, and we're not worried about that. That should be the priority.
They do to me and Harley. It was also Lena. She was there too.
So the guy was there, was threatening you in the moment?
The guy was there when the police was there.
The guy was still there when the police searched the home?
Yes!
Where was he at? Where was he at when they searched our house?
Can't tell anything until I get immunity.
Well, babe, I can't promise you immunity. I can't give that to you. But
You can ask.
yes, I can reach out to Mark and let him know that's what you're looking for and that you're willing to work with somebody. And you can also tell, what's her name again? Bethel. You can tell Bethel the same.
She won't like that.
Okay, but you got you.
They're going to treat me like a criminal. No, I'm not a criminal. I don't kill people.
Okay, I never said you did. You tired of what?
I get that. I had got it yesterday from him. Yesterday I got a message.
Well, did you send that to anybody?
What?
Where's the message? Can you send me the message so I can see it? Just if you email it to me or email it or text it to me so I can see it.
I need immunity. They're going to try to incriminate me.
Tisha, Tisha, who is this? Who is the person? Do I know this guy?
Do you understand?
Is he there? Is he there with you? What?
Listen to me. He told us to a big reward now. I'll be backing up for the reward. I can't.
So I heard there's a reward coming out. That somebody said that the neighborhood's trying to do a reward.
Here you are, Mike.
So but what happened with the bike situation? I don't think we ever.
You don't get immunity.
Okay, well, I told you I cannot promise that. Okay, that's not something I can promise you. I can promise you help or, whatever, but I can't promise immunity. That's something that the investigators got to reach back out to you.
They're on your side, and this is where you can go to them, and you can say, I know, my wife wants to know. She is breaking out, and she is telling the truth.
Yes, I can advocate for you. I can give an opinion, but but listen, what I don't understand is you're treating me like the prosecutor here. Okay, you're treating me like I'm in court or the law, not like I'm our son's father. Okay, but
you get out there and you do it. I genuinely don't know. I can't even go anywhere because they think I'm going to tell. They're release the reward. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to stop around me. They're not going to stop doing anything. It's over.
I do too. But teach.
Please, what can I do? Please, what can I do?
Here's what I need you to do for me. Okay, I understand and I respect that you don't feel safe telling me certain things. Okay, I'm not going to press you on certain things, but I need to know something about my son. I need to know something about Gannon. Do you know if he's safe? Do you know? I mean, I asked you some questions yesterday, and I had to ask those questions because that's been on my mind since day one. Is he safe? Where is he at? Do you have anything?
And if I kill Gannon, really?
Yes, I had to ask that because there was. Well, I would never not tell you the truth over and over and over again. So.
Your life, everybody else's life. You're terrified. You don't know what to do. You're scared to death. You don't know how you would act.
Teach it.
Because people are going to say, why did you do this? Why did you do that?
Listen. What about the? What about this? I'm trying to think of any way to cue the police to offer you immunity if they can. Okay, I'm trying to find a way to get them alerted to you might have some information. What if you told me just one key thing and I just called in on the tip line or something? No, but no, because it'll be anonymous. But they won't ever know because I'll call it. I'll do it. I'll be just some man calling in an anonymous tip. And I mean, the key here is to get Gannon in the investigation and then protect you if they're able.
So there's some big reward.
But why won't they? Who is they? Why won't they budge? What is it about the money that's the key?
No, just they keep asking. I got messages. There's going to be a reward. You better not say anything. I know where you got the map. They got my mom. I
Tisha, listen. Despite how this has gone, you know for a fact you could always trust me, okay? I know you may be worried about your name getting out there from this information. I don't want anything to do with the media. I don't want anything to do with Facebook or social media or anything, okay? You know, because I've absolutely been off of that. That's why I'm saying I can give the anonymous tip if you just tell me something that'll help in the investigation, okay? That's the no.
The police came.
Okay.
The police came. He was in the house.
Where was he at in the house?
I didn't know at the time. I thought they were going to find him because the guy was like, can we please search the house? And I said, sure.
Okay.
Terrified, which is why I sent Lena and Harley to Dollar Store and all these places because I thought Gannon was hiding too.
Okay, so you thought so the guy was in the house and you thought Gannon was hiding, so he hadn't taken Gannon yet at that point?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, that's huge. That's huge because now we can look at different camera time frames and all that, and we can look at different angles. Okay, that's huge that he was still in the house, and so that would have been police got there at what, like?
Like that. I'm not making this up.
I'm not. No, I know. I'm trying to sort through this again. I'm trying to get you to this point to where
Not anymore, because they'll try to incriminate me for this. I need immunity.
I think they give it to you because this is big that he was there and they missed it. Because then they're going to want to cover their shit for not finding him. I can't hear you. What?
I tried. I even put it in the car. I put it in that room where we store stuff. I tried.
You did what? You did what? Oh, you said what? What did you do?
I tried to point to the cops and hey, check this area. Hey, check this area. I was even trying to show them any other extra areas that I saw. I said I didn't know if Gannon was with him or I didn't know if Gannon was like somebody. I didn't know at that point.
Okay, but then you figured out. How'd you figure out he wasn't by himself?
I'm not. That was anything else before I get immunity.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to put all this together. You said you pointed them in the direction, but where in the storage room were you?
Directions. I said I was just giving all the big areas of the house.
I got you. So you told them storage room?
I walked to the storage room when the guy was in there. I was trying to tell him, hey, check behind boxes and all this stuff.
Okay, so
Damn. I didn't want to make it big. It's FBI. Yeah, they were hurting before the cops hurt him.
okay, so what happened next? So the cops searched and missed it, or what? Tell me I'm trying to figure out what happened now. What you're telling me, okay? What happened after they didn't find him?
I'm not saying anything else. I'm just trying to plot this whole thing.
No, I'm trying to get some key breaking information that I can give an anonymous tip, like I told you. Okay, that's what I want to do. That's how.
Never mind. You're not trying to help.
I am trying.
He is not trying to help. No, he's not. He's not trying to help.
I am. So what you said was Gannon. You thought Gannon was hiding. Is that right?
I didn't know if he was hiding with the guy had him or if he was hiding by himself. I was scared to keep. If I would have left him a note, they're like, please check out. He's fine. I didn't know if they had went out the back door. I didn't know where he was at the time. I know he was there. I thought they were gone. And after I waited for 4 hours, kept walking, checking myself, I realized that. I couldn't get your big gun to work.
So let me back up. So when you let the cops in the door, wherever you last saw Gannon, you left him somewhere, or you thought he was safe?
Yeah.
Like you thought he was safe hiding, or you thought he was with the other person, or what?
I woke up, Albert, and I hit my head. I didn't know what it was. I already told you this story. I waited. I was like, I thought he was hiding somewhere, and I was scared to come out. But when the police got there, he would come out. Even when I called for him, I thought maybe he was out of the police.
Do you think he might have crawled in one of the totes or something, or maybe the box? Because
After the police left, he was doing
the guy or Gannon?
the guy was at first, and I said, I thought he was back into it. I was telling him to shut the door and don't go
What did they already come back from?
I was just trying to get yourself to work.
But so you said my gun? You're trying to get my gun to work? Tisha, calm down for a second. You said try to get my gun to work. I thought the guy had my gun. Oh, that one. Okay. So you put Harley and Lena in our room? Tisha, is that what you said? You put. So you already had the assault rifle out of the closet at this point, and you.
I just couldn't get it to work.
Okay, I know you always had trouble getting that thing to pull it back and get it loaded and all that, so that makes sense. So,
I'm not going to be honest.
you're not going what? How is this, what is key about this that I can call an anonymous tip that helps me find Gannon?
You can call in and get the immunity. I can give you the guys the ID. I can ID him in the finals. I can give you his name.
Tisha, you know I can't promise you anything. I'm not the police or the judge. I can't promise you immunity. I can put you in contact with them, and I've done that.
Please call me back, please. Please call me back.
I will. I'll get as soon as we get done talking in a little while. I'll get on the phone with Mark and tell him to tell that lady to call you back and quit stalling or whatever she's doing. I don't know what the hell's going on, but Mark will get on it. He's always been.
Guys, you call me the government. I will ID him. I will shame him. He lied about his name. I got a piece of paper. And I saw the ID. We're trying to get the bike.
Right. Tisha, listen, I there's something that I can, that you can give me that can help fix this right now, okay? I don't know if you're willing to, I hope you are, but if you give me the name of the person, if I know this person, that I can fix it right now, okay? I guarantee. Yeah, I'm not gonna I can't. Well, who is it so I can tell them who to be looking for to protect you? I can promise you that. Tisha, I can't promise you that. I know they will work with you, okay? I know they will. I just need the person's name so I can get Mark and tell them to go find this person.
I hear people in the background.
There's nobody here. I just need to know this person's name because if it's Travis or somebody related to Chance or somebody. Is it Travis? Because I know you said he was abusive.
They're going to try to incriminate me.
No, they're not. I don't know. I can't promise you anything. Listen, I will fight for you and fight with you if you're not involved in this and you give me this name. Is it Travis?
Please.
Listen, I'm gonna text Mark right now so you can hear me text Mark, okay? Because you can hear the little keystrokes. I'm gonna tell him as we're talking so we can get this ball rolling. To
Who is listening to me? I hear
nobody. That's me texting Mark right now to tell him to get Bethel to call you.
crying. I hear somebody hollering.
Nobody's crying and hollering. Just like the other day when you said that, nobody's here. I'm standing here trying to figure this out and get a name.
Where's everybody else at?
What, like Uncle Jeff? He's getting on a plane and Landon and Aunt Veronica, they hit the road back to Dallas, and I think they're going to take Landon for the weekend because it's a 4-day weekend. So I'm here by myself, like I told you. They're getting Lena after lunch because she had a little lunch program going on. Okay, but that only matters if we can get this ball rolling. You could tell me this name, and then you can reach out to the police for immunity or help or whatever they can offer you. Okay.
Telling anything so I get immunity. They're not tricking me.
I
They
s-
took everything I have. These people know where I'm at. They're in a gang. I will not put it.
What kind of gang are they in?
I don't know.
Oh, Tisha. Well, what happened that ruined that? I know that's another part I don't understand.
This lady really has a bike.
Cause what?
This lady really has a bike.
Tisha, so this guy, I know you're trying not to tell me his name, but after the police left, remind me. I don't remember. I know Harley and Lena went out to look. Did you go look for Gannon? You knew the guy was in there, or you didn't, or what did you do after the police left? Tisha, did this guy kill Gannon? Did he kill him in the house, or did he kill him or hurt him? What happened? It's my son, and I need to know this. No, Tisha, not you. I'm not you. I trust you. I asked you that yesterday, and I trust what you're saying. I asked you, did this guy hurt Gannon, or did he kill Gannon in the house, or do you know if he killed Gannon or not?
Kennedy.
Tisha, I've explained to you, I can't give you immunity. I'm your husband. I'm not the police or the judge.
I'll be back when you can figure out that you grab the immunity, because this truth ain't gonna stop. It's gonna keep going, and he's crazy.
Tisha, there's only one way for this to stop, and that's for me to get the information to them, okay, through an anonymous tip, like I said. But I don't have any information to give them. Did this?
Yes, I shouldn't tell you. Hey, this person.
Yeah, and Tisha, I'm trying to fight for you here, okay? I made it clear I don't have the power to give you immunity. I have the power to help you.
Call me back whenever you can.
Tisha, they're not gonna listen to me, okay? They're absolutely gonna call me foolish. I am trying to help you. They're gonna look at me like a fool. Tisha, I can't hear you.
You're not helping me, Albert.
I'm trying to.
Someone killed somebody. I don't know if anyone killed anyone.
What do you know? What's the guy's name? I gotta know the guy's name, Tisha. Okay, I'm trying to help you, but you're not freaking letting me help you, okay? All right, shut up.
Well, I'm playing People's Exhibit 37, which is another recorded phone call on February 14, 2020 at 12:08 p.m. This one's roughly 8.5 minutes long.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello?
I said it's the signal.
Okay, well, what? Because you hung up on me and I'm not really feeling this right now, so what? What do you got for me?
I can't help it. In and out.
Fine, whatever.
You were being all nice, caring, listening, everything. Then all of a sudden you started being hateful.
Yeah, because you got information I need for my son that everybody needs to get this boy back. Okay?
Okay, so now you're saying I got information, but then just a minute ago you told me I made it up and it was a figment of my imagination.
Okay, so it's on you to pick which one it is. It's not on me to sort through it. It's on you to tell me the truth or keep feeding me bullshit.
Beginning. Listen to me.
Yes. No. Let's start over. Let's get a new beginning here. Okay? Let's start over because if you keep going back this same path we've been on, I'm just going to keep getting more pissed off and more hurt and more worried about my son because you've told me 17 different stories now. Start over and tell me who the fuck has my boy. Okay? Tell me a name. That's the beginning. I don't care about Saturday. I don't care about Sunday. I don't care about the fucking truck on Monday. I don't care. Who has Gannon? That's what I care about. Who?
Then I want immunity.
What the fuck does that have to do with who has Gannon? I can't give you immunity. You call the police. You do what you got to do to get yourself protected from whatever you're worried about. I mean, it keeps. Anyways, I'm not dealing with that. Okay, the beginning is who has Gannon.
Did you even call the guy to ask him about immunity to talk to me? Did you?
No, because I figured you'd call me back. I thought you was hanging up with me. Call me back. What is he? What can I? I'm not your lawyer. Okay.
But you're my husband.
Right, and I'm telling you right now, you want immunity. You want this fucking immunity because there's no dude. It's all a fucking lie, Tisha. Prove me otherwise. Just like I told you with the rape, I'll get on my knees and beg for forgiveness if it's true. If it really happened, if there is this fucking guy out there, I'll on the media, I'll go out to the world and say I was wrong. My wife was right this whole time. But there's no fucking dude, Tisha. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah, prove me wrong. Was this an accident? Did something happen? Did you accidentally hurt him? Did you give him too much medicine? What happened?
So what do you think happened then? Since you think everything I have to say is wrong, since I offered help, then what do you think happened?
Well, I'm gonna tell you first of all, like I told you already, I was not home. And that's what the problem number one. Okay? Something bad happened and I wasn't there to take care of it. All right? So for the rest of my life, no matter what happens, I'm going to blame myself for this because I wasn't there, because I was trying to progress in my career, be successful and all these things. Okay? I just wasn't there. That's number one. That's the first thing that happened. Number two, I mean, you told me a lot of things that happened in like a 12, 13, 24-hour period. You talk about blood, you talk about Gannon's foot, you talk about the burns. All this happened in a short time, and they were all accidents. Nobody's to blame. Okay? Nobody. And you just panicked. Okay? That's what I think. I think all this stuff happened, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a big accident. Gannon took too much medicine, or Gannon hit his head, or Gannon's nose was bleeding, or I don't know. Okay? I'm sitting here trying to make all these theories up, but all these things are running through my head. He hit his head on the ground. He hit his head on the wall. You picked his fingers too much, and he was bleeding. Whatever the truth is, Gannon did something, and it was an accident. And then I just feel like because I wasn't there to keep it all together, you panicked. And then I don't even have a theory on the rest of it. Okay? That's what I think. I think there's absolutely no guy there. And I understand why that would be on your mind. I understand that. Okay? I'm not discounting that. I'm not making you feel bad if that's something you're trying to get through this and you made that up. Okay? You've told nobody that but me. Okay? So if that's not okay, screw the police right now. This is me and you. Screw the freaking police. They're not listening anyways. You know that. They're looking all these places, and you know shouldn't be looking there. Okay, so they're not listening to you. I'm listening to you. I just need to know what happened. I gave you my theory up until the one point where you panicked. Okay, whether it was too much blood, Gannon hurt himself, and you didn't know how to handle it, and you didn't want to call me because you were scared I might be upset at you, and I understand that. I understand that you've got this. You want to do so good for the kids and provide for them, and food and clothes, and you do a great job at all that stuff. Okay, you do a great job at all that stuff, and I tell you that all the time. And you really want me to feel like you're better than Landon. And I tell you all the time that you are. Okay? I feel like all that factors into this, that something bad happened accidentally. Nobody's fault. Accidents happen. And that's what we would have told Gannon, the candle or whatever it was. Accidents happen. We could get new carpet. We can't get new children though. Okay? I tell you that all the time. We can't replace our children. We can replace clothes and carpet and couches. Who gives a fuck about that stuff? Yeah, you know I've told you that. We smash the TV. Who cares about the TV? Okay? An accident happened here of some sort. You panicked and freaked out, and then I just need the rest of the story. I just need to know where Gannon is, okay? I just need to know what is happening with Gannon. Is he safe? Is he hurt? Is he alive? Is he somewhere? Okay? Just, I don't want to hear no more about this dude unless you give me a name, okay? So I don't believe it until you give me concrete information. My theory is this. That accident happened. You panicked. Now tell me the rest.
I was there, Albert. I'll give you his name. I swear to you.
Give me his
When
name.
I tell you this part, this is why I want immunity.
Okay.
See, okay?
Okay.
Okay? The whole thing happened. The cops were there. Yada, yada, yada. All that was true. You keep saying I said all these stories is not what happened. I really was truly thought that Gannon was going out every day. I've been talking to somebody because he was asking me weird questions or whatever. And this dude trying to get your bike, he followed me. So I get to Petco. That's why I was looking in and out the doors of Petco.
Oh, so you weren't. So it wasn't about Gannon getting out. And I'm not talking junk. Okay.
You jump in there.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
Make
understand.
sure he didn't get out because if someone was following me, I didn't want him to know someone was in the car.
Okay.
Yes, that's why.
Okay.
All I was trying to do was go get you a bike. Then I leave because I was going to go to this place to be looking at free to get a bike, and I realized that this dude was following us again. So I tried to make some turns around Palmer Lake area, in and out of that area up there, which is where they're searching because I'm sure they got my GPS, searching for nothing. And then when I had to come up the little hump, where's this dude? Well, this dude is in your truck with us.
Judge, at this time, we're going to move on to People's 38, which is a call on February 14th at 12:17 p.m.
Oh,
What happened?
I was talking away.
Okay.
Or did you guys hear?
Something about you were at Petco and then you got in the truck and the guy was there or something?
No. I asked them to go get the footage from outside of Petco.
Okay.
Not just the footage inside Petco. That's the footage we need outside of Petco. Because the guy had followed us to Petco, and as I was pulling off to go to the Palmer Lake area, I was going to go look at the bike. Somebody was laying down in the road, acting like they were, I don't know, going to kill themselves or some crap. When I turned around and came back the other way, and this dude gets in the truck with us. I didn't have anything, knives, anything to anybody off or anything. I had to go like a normal time. Gannon was crying in the back seat till he threw up. He threw up because he was so scared. He followed us all. He came with us all the way back to the house. Where's the footage showing people getting out of the car? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, who got out of the car?
I mean, I saw you and then I saw the shadow that somebody was talking about.
Other side.
The only footage I seen is the one that you said the guy got paid for. That's the only one I saw.
Okay, so when you get there, he's still in your car at this time. We all get out. The guy was with us the whole time.
Okay.
The whole entire time. I asked him, what did he want? He could take everything he wanted. He could rob us. He could do whatever he fucking wanted. Have it all. There was a struggle. There was everything back and forth. Then it was asking, did I know his Uncle Matt? Because he was saying, whoever Uncle Matt was, they don't like Uncle Matt. Uncle Matt came in at. Oh, she had something to do with it. Because I was freaking out how he would know someone by this name. I told you this.
Okay.
The guy was there when the police came. I didn't know where Gannon was at. I didn't know if he was hid. I didn't know anything. I just know I was terrified to say anything because he had the gun. And I was scared. What if he Gannon while I run up there and try to go get help? What if I leave to go get help and he's in here? There's nothing I could do to switch anything. My hands were tied that night. The girls were in the bedroom. My hands were tied to the little board that's on the back. My hands were tied there. Tied completely. Remember those same headphones I had on? I told you I was listening to music? Yeah, I had to do that, and that little bandana that was down there, that's where that came from. I couldn't scream, couldn't get help. Harley and Lena were asleep. It was just terrifying. All I could hear was Gannon screaming. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know anything.
Okay, Tisha, can I ask you a question? Please?
What?
Why would you need immunity for that when the guy he's the perpetrator, not you? Why would you need immunity for this?
Because I didn't tell him.
Because you did, okay. Okay, I mean.
I don't know how bad he hurt Gannon. I don't know. There's no accident where I heard, and there's nothing like that. Immunity, because people keep saying that. No, because he was in Gannon's room. I just kept crying. I can find his jail. He is Mexican. He was mixed with black. Dark. 5'7". I gave him the facial features that was on him. Me.
Okay, hold on. All right, so let me just bear with me here while I sort through this. Okay, so you're at Petco, you pull out, and you're at the stoplight. Dude's laying in the middle of the road, or you're in the parking lot?
We drove up to look at the night for
Oh, so the guy was at Palmer Lake laying in the middle of the road.
He followed us. I made a turn. I thought the turn was going to take me back to 25. Instead, it wraps you back around in a circle to come back the same direction up these hills.
Okay. All right, so yeah, let's stop for a second because, all right, listen, I'm going to be straight up again because I'm getting frustrated again because this is even more bullshit than the original 17 stories, okay? I mean, no guy fucking jumps in your truck. The car is locked when you're driving unless you stop and open the doors. Anyway, I'm not going to pick it apart. It's bullshit, okay? Yes.
God.
Tisha, no, it's not why. I want you to tell me why you panicked. Why did you panic when the accident happened? When Gannon did whatever he did, I mean, he made a mistake. Whatever happened, why did you panic? Wait, after Gannon was hurt, after he hurt himself, after he had an accident, after he banged his head or something, why did you panic?
Panicking. What are you talking about?
So, wait, well, you know what? So back to this Palmer, I'm all over the place here.
Yeah, because you're trying to make it out to be me and it's not me.
No, I'm trying to make it out to be where's my son, okay? If you were in Palmer Lake and then Douglas County and whatever, you did all these turns and turned around and this guy was out there laying in the road, he got in a truck, why do they have your GPS in your car? You were in my truck.
My phone.
No, but I thought you told me yesterday you left your phone at Petco because you had to go back to get it.
No, that was Gannon's phone. Gannon's phone was left at Petco.
You told me, yes, Tisha, I'm not stupid now. Okay, listen, you know I'm better than that. You told me yesterday, you said it almost verbatim, almost quoting you now. You said, I set my phone on the counter, okay, because I had these 2 or 3 doggy sweaters or whatever, okay, and then... No, you told me yesterday it was your phone, and then you said it and you forgot it because you kept going and looking at him to make sure he wasn't getting out the truck. Now it's you. Tisha, but how is it all true when you've told me 7 different versions of the same thing? It can't all be true. He can't be a Mexican named Uncle Matt, lived it, but he wasn't there until he got in the...
See how you keep doing?
No, what I keep doing is not being stupid and letting you get me with bullshit, okay? I need the truth.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Really. I mean, you can smirk all you want to. You can roll your eyes. You can hit the steering wheel. That doesn't change the fact that you have the truth and I don't. I mean, because, yeah, so yesterday, it wasn't a Mexican. It was the guy riding around in the Aubrey Holmes vehicle or whatever it's called, okay? And you gave him the garage code, and then he came in.
These things.
But that's what I do understand. You're spinning me in 12 different directions to help.
Need immunity because they made me tell all this. If I don't keep saying different things, you get the right person. You don't care about that. You don't care about the ability if I say anything.
No, Tisha, what I care about is you, and I care about our relationship and that the fact that we're talking together. No, you're not talking to the
Albert,
police. I'm not making you say anything. Okay, listen. I understand it. I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you feel like they're making you all these things. And I understand making you say all these things. Sorry. Okay, and the fact that you're having to say all these different stories because they're pressuring you, and I blame them completely. Okay, I understand that you're just in a bad situation because everybody's after you and you feel attacked and all these things. Okay, I understand that. But if you have any faith or respect in me, you got to understand that, I believe the truth is always easier than having to go 27 different directions, okay? And that's what I'm trying to work out with you here is just the freaking truth.
For you. He hurt. I was tied with my arm.
Okay, well, who is he? Who tied you up? Who did this? You didn't do it. Who did it? Who hurt Gannon? Who has Gannon? Who wants the money? Who hurt you?
They're gonna kill me.
Who is they? And how did he hurt Gannon? These are the questions I need to know. Who is he and who are they?
He first told me his name was, but it's not. It's Quincy Brown.
Quincy Brown. So, so Quincy Brown is the one who has him. What was he driving when he was following you? What was he driving when he was following you? What? A red car. See, I think that's what I was saying. You're on it. The fact that you know his name, or he said Eduardo, but you found out his name was Quincy Brown, driving a red car. What? Wait, listen. Wait. How did he hurt Gannon, and how bad was Gannon hurt? Say that again. You said. I can't hear you, Tisha. Try to calm down.
When I came out, Gannon was gone. I just could hear him screaming. I couldn't do anything.
So Gannon was screaming, and you heard him. You heard. Right. No, I said heard. I said you heard, like you heard him screaming. The guy heard Gannon. So you know the guy heard him, Quincy Brown. Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what he hurt him with? Was he hitting him? Was he?
I came back in there and started taking boxes out.
Okay, so how do you know Quincy Brown? How do you know it was him?
He told me his name was Eduardo, but he came back in there taking boxes out. And I came Quincy Brown. I saw it.
Oh, what boxes was he taking out?
I thought he was going to rob our house and take things.
So he had an ID on, and what did you see anything besides his name, like a company or something?
Quincy Brown. It was his pocket. He had his big baggy pants on, and in his pocket, the paper fell out, and on top of the paper was his ID, and it had his picture, Quincy Brown.
Okay, all right. But what kind of boxes? What boxes was he taking out? Was he out of the storage room? What? I mean, what?
In the storage room.
Oh, you were in the storage.
Do what?
You did. That's the first you told me that you were in the storage room.
He tied me in the storage room, and I put the out. I just did that.
I'm sorry. You were crying and screaming. I couldn't understand that part. So now I know you were tied up. You couldn't do anything because you were screaming and you had the bandana in your mouth. You were tied up. Is this after the police left and after Gannon and him were in the storage room, or before that, or what?
It was after the police left late that night. I put Harley.
Okay.
I realized that he was still in the house. Really, laying in the room and told him to shut the door and don't come out.
Okay. All right. So what boxes was he taking out of the storage room, or what? Okay, well, you brought that up, so that's huge. I mean, if he's taking boxes, what was in the boxes? I'm just trying to sort through all this, okay? Empty boxes, okay. So back up. Gannon and this Quincy Brown guy, they were in the storage room the whole time, and you were trying to point the police to the storage room?
I never told you that. I said when the cops went to the storage room, I was trying to tell them, hey, there's a bunch of boxes piled up here. I even went to the little Christmas closet and was like, yeah, please look through there really good.
But you did say that they were in there and that you tried to direct them somehow to the storage room. You did say that.
Not what I said. That is not what I said.
Okay, maybe I'm paraphrasing.
Telling him where hiding places were in the storage room.
Then where the fuck were they? It all is relevant. Where were they at? You said earlier you heard him scream from the storage room. Okay? Where were they at?
There was no screaming when the cops were there. What are you talking about?
You know, honestly, I'm kind of getting fed up because you know what? Yesterday, in the 3 previous versions, okay, it all happened in Gannon's room. Now it all happened in the fucking storage room. Make your mind up. You banged your head on Gannon's table. You were raped in Gannon's room. Gannon was beat up. He was high-fiving the guy. He was jumping on him. He was loving him. Uncle Matt, he was a Mexican. It all happened in Gannon's room. Now it happened in the storage room. God damn it, Tisha, make some sense out of this.
That is before the police got there, Albert.
What time did all that happen? What time did that happen?
You asked me about the police got there.
Tisha, to me, this is all bullshit because none of it makes sense. None of the timeline adds up. Every time you tell it to me, there's more and different details. So okay. Yeah, fine.
I have my life on the line.
Go get your fucking immunity. I hope you get it, because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. I want my son back.
I'm trying to help you get him back.
So at what point did you call the police? The guy was with you. He was in the house. He was just letting you call the police? Because you said he was in the truck. Well, you, him, and Gannon were in the truck, come back from wherever the fuck you picked him up on the side of the road, and he just jumped in and said, here's a hamburger, take me home or something, whatever. Okay? Yeah. I'm being a goddamn smartass because this is bullshit. Okay? So you're all in the house and you're just drinking sweet tea, and he's like, I'm holding you at gunpoint, but go ahead and call the police, please. Right? That's your story. That's your story, Tisha. That's your story. Because
story.
Yeah, because initially he was already in the house when you got home with Gannon. That's what you told me initially. I am listening. Okay, so all right, so assume I believe you now. So Quincy Brown is the one holding Gannon for all the money, and you didn't tell me. So now, all this 3 weeks now, you've known who has my son. You've known he's out to get you or after you or whatever, and you think I'm going to be okay with me just finding this out after I've been crying my heart out for 3 weeks now? You think that's cool? Because you're worried about your immunity?
Because I'm worried about my what?
Immunity. That's all you said all day long after yesterday when you told me 7 different stories. Today it's immunity. And now I find about Quincy Brown in a red car with boxes, has my son, and he wants money, and you never told me about it. It's like we're playing fucking Clue here or something. Or Who's Who. And yes, I'm being a smart ass because I'm tired of this shit.
I don't want nothing but my family and everything in Gannon to be there. I begged you to help me for days. I can tell you this. I begged you. But you would never have to not be around everybody and call me. Never.
You know, it's funny. I'm going to stop you right there because it's funny. You started that statement again with, I just want my family in Gannon. So that's why you keep saying shit like that. No, Gannon is part of your family. He's not an and, he's part of it. That's why I don't believe that shit, because you keep saying that. Go ahead.
I am agreeing to testify against this. I am agreeing to even myself to walk out wherever money wasting a chance to fucking shoot me just to get Gannon.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, listen, I know enough about immunity that you're not going to get immunity if you keep lying about this fucking Quincy guy. There's no fucking Quincy guy. There's no Eduardo. There's no Uncle Matt. There's nobody.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever me all you want to, but there's no fucking Quincy. Yeah. Should have freaking told me about Quincy Brown from the get-go. That's why there's no fucking Quincy Brown.
Really?
Yeah, really, Tisha. Yeah, this is just blowing my mind here that you sit here and you want to be a family, the 4 of us in Gannon, like you say. You want us to get back together and be all intimate and, blah, 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 blah. But you keep fucking lying to me. 5 years of lies, and now my son's gone. Where is Gannon, Tisha?
Quincy, that's who took him.
Where the fuck is Gannon, Tisha?
Quincy Brown.
Where? Where's Quincy Brown? He's obviously, you know something about him. Is he in town? Are you in town? Is Gannon in town? Who's anywhere? Nobody knows where anybody is except for you.
Earlier, you wanted to help. You wanted to listen so we could go have him arrested. But now you don't have any interest in
I do. I'll let them know as soon as we get off the phone. Go look for a 5'7" Mexican guy named Uncle Matt that changed his name to Quincy Brown that works for the home developer, that his ID fell out of his pocket, and he's out there with my son. I'll tell him all that.
Because I found out who he is.
But you said you knew him.
They're after me.
Oh my God. Where's Gannon, Tisha?
Quincy Brown took Gannon.
You almost said his name different. Okay, is it Quincy Brown or?
Brown is what I said.
Where is Gannon? Hey.
Hey.
Are you ready now? Are you ready to talk to me?
I have been talking to you.
Okay. Yes, you have. Okay. Where's Gannon?
Quincy took him.
Where's Gannon, Tisha?
I just told you.
No, don't tell me fucking Quincy Brown. Tell me where Gannon is. There's no Quincy Brown. There's no Quincy Brown. Where is Gannon? Where did you take Gannon?
He took him. Why don't you put me in a lineup and let me look for him?
Where did you take Gannon? Where is Gannon?
Gannon anywhere.
Yeah, but you told me you did. You told me you took him to Petco and to Douglas County and tobacco. Where is Gannon?
To me and something I didn't do? What's wrong with you?
Where is Gannon, Tisha?
I've already told you. You think you could be this interrogator all you want?
No, I'm not. You're my wife and I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay? You're not trying to talk to me. You're trying to put me 6 feet under what you're trying to do.
Why are you so afraid to just tell me the fucking truth, the real story, just for once, okay? You can
That's
tell me
the truth.
You can tell me a bullshit 20 more times. Just right now, tell me the truth. Where is Gannon? You did not tell me where he is.
I know where he is. Quincy Brown took him. What's the guy's name?
Listen, fuck Quincy Brown. Don't ever say that name to me again because it's bullshit. Eduardo is bullshit, okay? The carpet guy is bullshit.
Quincy Brown took him.
Well, tomorrow it's going to be somebody different because yesterday it was the 3 other different guys.
I'll go after him.
My dumb ass won't go after him. Yeah, my dumb ass won't go after him. Where's Gannon, Tisha?
You won't. 'Cause you told me to tell you who had him and you would be supportive. And you still are doing this.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pick this thing apart anymore because it's bullshit. You said this guy had something on you, something blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, blah, 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 blah. You didn't want to tell me his name. Why would you not want to tell me Quincy Brown? Who the fuck is Quincy Brown?
Right. He is going. I'll send you some lineup. The police department has to have lineup for Quincy Brown in the area.
Did you tell Quincy Brown your name? Okay, did you give him your information? Did he take your phone? How is he messaging you? It's Quincy Brown messaging you. I do, and I'm trying to find it. How is he messaging you when he never, did you tell him, hey, my name's Tisha, my email is TishaLynn2006? What the fuck, Tisha?
Did you care that he has your son?
Yeah, see, you ain't answer my question. You ain't answer my question because you know it's bullshit. How is he messaging you? Like I said, it's probably some Inspector Gadget. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds, right? Some bullshit like that. Because he didn't.
What? Talking about?
Likewise. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This guy messaging you? What the fuck? He don't have your information?
Okay, so he hasn't been outside of the hotel?
Nope.
Okay, then you're an idiot.
Throw another one at me. What else hasn't he done? He ain't done shit. Because Quincy Brown don't fucking exist.
Maybe they need to check you and Landon since y'all goddamn won't go look for him.
Yeah, have them check me and Landon. They got all my shit. I turn all my shit in. My car, my phone, my email, my everything. They got all my shit.
Well, they have all mine too.
Okay? So I ain't worried about shit. Give me a place to look for Gannon. Tell me where he is.
I don't know.
I'll go fucking look for him. What does Quincy Brown even look like? Is he the 5'7" Mexican? I mean, come on, goddammit.
Come on.
How is he messaging you? You never answered that question either. I'm getting messages. Ooh, so mysterious.
Just because someone sends you messages, Albert, doesn't fucking mean it's social media or anything like that.
I didn't say what it was. I asked you what it was.
Certain ways.
So,
I even called it into the FBI.
oh, okay.
Hey, there's this dude, blah, 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 following us. Hey, there's another people following us. I've tried to help y'all.
So, listen.
I didn't tell you from the beginning who Quincy Brown was.
Yeah, right.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, because you knew I wouldn't believe you because it's bullshit. So you're telling me this motherfucker came in or got in the truck, come home, beat the shit out of you or whatever he did, beat the shit out of Gannon, took Gannon from the storage room or whatever the hell that's all about, and took him, and now he's got,
I'll send you a picture.
and now he's, yeah, send it to me. Send that shit to me right now, okay? Send me fucking Quincy Brown, okay? Because you're telling me this dude is out there. He knows you know what he looks like, and he's following you? Trying to do whatever he's going to do. He's got everything he needs.
You don't release a reward.
But you said that he's following you.
Yes, ask for that reward.
When are you going to send me this damn picture?
I just sent it.
Are you freaking serious, Tisha? That's Quincy Brown right there. He's dark and Hispanic.
What?
He's dark and Hispanic. His name's Quincy Brown, right? A Hispanic guy named Quincy, like he's from South Carolina or something.
Puerto Rican, mix.
All right, listen,
Quincy.
Oh my God, this is great. How did you fucking get a picture of Quincy Brown? You Googled him?
That is who he is.
Okay, listen, screenshot your Google search. Let me see it. Screenshot me where you pulled that. Yeah, however you got Quincy. Guess what? Quincy probably sent you that picture in one of his messages, right? He said, hey, just in case they're looking for me, here's my latest photo.
You're a fucking dumbass.
I am a dumbass, and I need my son, and you got him.
Your son.
Who's got him then? It ain't fucking Quincy Brown.
You gotta be a fucking some balls and find him with his. I bet you ain't doing that shit though, are you? Because you're
I am a punk. You're right. I just want my son. You can call me a punk. You can say whatever you want to say to me. Okay? I just want.
Quincy then.
Where,
Question him then.
where can I find Quincy to question him?
I don't fucking know. Your best friends in the police department can do it.
You're killing me, Tisha.
I'm not killing you.
Well, where's my son, Tisha? This is the same fucking bullshit conversation we had for days and weeks about that $8,000 you took from me. And I said, where's the money? Where's the money? And then 2 weeks later, oh, I took it. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. It's the same shit we're doing again.
You dumbass.
Yeah, I am a dumbass, but it's the same fucking conversation. Where's my son, Tisha?
Quincy hasn't. Quincy, do you know him? Fucking go find him.
Apparently you do, because he's got something against you. Okay? Yeah.
You to talk to me to help me.
Hey, guess what? I'm calling bullshit. I just Googled that shit, and that's a fucking mugshot like I find Mike Hyatt on. Mugshot. Way to go, Tisha. You found Quincy Brown on a mugshot. God damn it. This is just getting better and better and better.
It's a mugshot because he's probably been in jail before, you dumbass.
Yeah. So he just picked you out of the blue because you just happened to be in Douglas County up there, and he was laying in the street. And Quincy said, "Oh wow, that looks like an easy target. I'm gonna steal her son and rape her and go all the way to freaking wherever." And then how did he leave? Nobody saw him leave. What the fuck are you talking about?
The cameras at night, you dumbass.
Oh, that's right, because he was there till midnight while the neighborhood search party was going on. Come on, Tisha.
The neighborhood search party was not even going on at that time.
Okay, guess what? I know that's false. They searched all through the night, Tisha, while you were sitting your ass in the house. You were sitting in the house, sending Harley and Lane out to look for him. The search party of the fucking neighborhood was out, and Quincy Brown was out there, and nobody saw him. I tell you what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to figure out what you're going to do when they find Gannon. Because that's what you need to worry about.
When they find Gannon.
When they find Gannon,
Really?
no matter what's happened to the boy or where he's at, when they find him, you better get to step in because you got to worry about what's going to happen. Okay?
Really? That's
Yeah.
a threat? Because...
No, I'm telling you about the police.
Okay. If that's how you want to take it then, and you don't want any help, that's
Yeah,
fine.
because we're going to find him. And how the hell would you know they're barking up the wrong tree? You keep saying they're looking in the wrong place.
You don't ask me. I'm the wrong tree.
But that doesn't make any sense. They're looking where you supposedly told them Quincy Brown got in the truck at. What the fuck, Tisha? That's the exact tree they're looking at.
I said me. I was talking about me.
Yeah, but you keep
I
saying
don't.
no. That's not true. You said
There. Quincy hasn't.
you told me yesterday they're looking at Palmer Lake and Douglas County and in all these fields and they're barking up the wrong tree. That's what you told me, not anybody else.
You dumbass. He hasn't in Colorado Springs.
Where at? How do you know where he's at if you don't know Quincy Brown? If you're not involved, if you don't know what's going on,
Not involved.
you just fucking told on yourself. You just told on yourself. You know where Gannon's at and you're fucking lying.
I don't know where Gannon's at.
You just said he's in Colorado Springs.
I said Quincy Brown lives in Colorado Springs, apparently.
Now you're fucking twisted the words again, Tisha. Okay, where's Gannon?
I don't have Gannon. You can curse me out, call me whatever you want, fuck all the bitches you want, do whatever you want, because I don't care about you.
Good. I don't want you to. You got my son, and you know where he's at, and I need to find my son. You obviously don't care about my son if you're going to do all the things you did in that fucking candle video. That was bullshit. That's the same shit you tried to do to me, and you did it to my son. That was horrible. You should go to jail just for that shit, Tisha.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fucking abuse, and you know it. Had that little boy. No, you had him crying when all he thought he had made was an accident, and you had him thinking he was going to have to sell his Switch and his toys on the fucking video you put out there. I didn't see that. You put it out there. That's your fucking abuse.
You didn't think he was going to sell his Switch?
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
or what? Well, that was where it was going. The couch, or we're going to sell this or that. I heard your words. And I heard you make him cry too. Where's my son?
Crying.
Where's my son? Where is he, Tisha? Why are you pausing?
You don't care where he's at, so it don't matter.
I do care. I told you where I think he's at. You told me he wasn't there. You said they're barking up the wrong tree, and then you said he is in Colorado Springs. You said that. Not me. Not the police, not nobody else. You said it. That's why you said they're barking up the wrong tree, because you know where he's at. And you need to tell me.
I wish I did.
You're a fucking liar. Tell me where he's at.
I wish I did, so that I bring him to you and say to you how you really were a supportive husband.
You listen. This is the same shit that we've been going through for 5 years, and I've supported you through it.
All you ever want to do is talk about me, ain't it, Albert?
No, I want my son. Fuck all that other shit. I want my son. Who cares about the past 5 years? You're right. Who gives a fuck?
To you right now, and I had absolutely nothing to do with it. You'd still fucking try to blame it on me.
But Tisha, that's just not an option. You've lied to me. Okay? Well, I'm not blaming you, but you've lied to me. That's unacceptable. Okay? The truth is, I need my son, and you have information.
I'm sorry that I didn't want to get killed. Okay? I'm sorry.
So you didn't want to get killed, so you let him take Gannon? Or why? What?
I'm talking about by talking from the beginning.
But you were talking from the beginning. You did an interview from day one. Okay? So don't. No.
I didn't want to get killed. I didn't want everyone I knew to get killed if I started talking and
Because of some fucking random Quincy Brown, okay? Come on. Some Quincy Brown from Mugshots is going to kill us all.
Have you looked him up?
Yeah, he's on fucking Mugshots right there on Google. All you got to do is Google or Siri, show me Quincy Brown, and there he is. Bam, right in front of you, okay? What the fuck, teacher?
Okay.
Just like I found all that shit on Mike Hyatt. All I had to do was Google Mike Hyatt, and there it was, right in front of me. I didn't have to do no search. It was right there. Because I'm telling you, I'm not fucking stupid. That's what I'm telling you.
You want to be don't go after all options, then you must be fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid to let you send me in 27 different directions. You're right. That's stupid. You're absolutely right. I know that you know where Gannon is, and that's the direction I'm going, and I'm not changing. So you better buckle in. This is going to be it.
You'll be waiting a long time because I don't have him.
I didn't say you had him. See, that's where you keep twisting your words. I didn't say you had him. I said, tell me where he is.
Where Gannon's at?
Oh, okay.
Damn time.
Okay.
Because I don't have him. And I don't know where he's at. I do that every day.
But you just said he's in Colorado Springs, so make your mind up.
The Quincy guy is in Colorado.
So,
At me, what about be a man, be a husband, and freaking go there and say, hey, listen, can we detain this Quincy guy and ask him some questions?
yeah, fine, we'll do that. But my manhood's not in question here. The truth is in question here. Okay, you said Quincy Brown is in Colorado Springs, and you said Quincy Brown has Gannon because he's messaging you and wants a reward. Okay, so if you put
Message me. I tell you left messages.
that's a message.
You
Okay,
said
okay.
messages.
I'm not gonna split hairs with you about stupid shit now. He got word to you somehow. He said something to you somehow. Okay, but you told me he has him. He's let you know he had him, and he's in Colorado Springs, and he wants money. Okay, but then you say I don't know where Gannon's at. Which one is it?
He says he has Gannon.
He says he has Gannon, and he's in Colorado Springs.
But I would even be willing to put my life on the line to freaking go out and carry to wherever the meat's gotta be, knowing that somebody might shoot me.
All right, listen, I'm about to end my rope here. Okay, you're fucking lying, and I'm done with it. Okay.
Okay.
You haven't even told me where you're at. I mean, there's so many freaking lies. You say help me protect me. God damn it, you're not in Colorado Springs, Tisha. Send me your location right now. Then send me your location right now. Quit fucking playing. Send it to me on my phone. Take the picture.
Would you? So you want me to send you my location?
I've offered.
Save your family.
Yeah.
She'll be doing.
Yep. All right, listen. Obviously, this gap between us ain't getting no closer because you won't tell me where my son is. So I'm done. You got anything else to say before I hang up on you? Good. Don't email me. Don't call me. Don't message me. Don't use my name in the media. Don't say shit about me until you tell me where my son is.
Mr. Allen? Mr. Stauch, if you'd resume your seat in the witness stand, I remind you, sir, that you're still under oath.
Mr. Stauch, in that particular phone call, you made a comment about the candle incident and that the defendant was doing the same thing to Gannon that she did to you. What were you talking about there?
Manipulation.
Meaning the defendant manipulating situations?
The defendant manipulating situations as I witnessed in that video her doing to Gannon.
Sounds like potentially the defendant sent you a text message to tell you who this Quincy Brown was. Did that happen? In that phone
During
call?
that phone call, yes, sir.
Did you then do a Google search for a Quincy Brown?
I believe I did on the spot, yes, sir.
And what did you find when you Googled Quincy Brown?
Exactly what I referenced. I call it mugshots, but lineup.com or mugshots.com, whatever it was specifically, but his face next to a bunch of other people that have been arrested.
Was that essentially a sex offender that was wanted in the Colorado Springs area?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever have any independent knowledge that Quincy Brown was somehow involved in Gannon's disappearance?
No, sir.
You asked the defendant in there, or actually the defendant, I'm sorry, said that she was in Colorado Springs. Did you know where she was at that time?
No, sir.
Did you think she was in Colorado Springs?
No, sir.
And then similar to the other calls, her personality that she was using in that phone call, was it consistent with the way you know her?
Absolutely.
Did she ever change into a different personality?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. We will move on to, Your Honor, People's Exhibit 40, which is another recorded phone call, February 14th, 2020, 1:21 p.m.
All right, Mr.
Hello?
Are you still alone?
What?
Are you still alone?
Yes. Okay, here, you asked for one more chance. Here it is. I'm going to shut up. You just say what you got to say. I ain't going to say shit. It's your chance.
What's that noise?
That's my water bottle.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Oh. All right. If you know it's an accident, are you going to stand by me?
Yes, absolutely, Tisha. I've told you that from day one.
I'm sorry for all the stories. I just didn't know what to do. Oh. So we were going to get your, bike. I was like, get it right. It was really big, so I got pink. He fell off of it. He got hurt bad. There was a bunch of like hills and stuff.
What? I didn't hear you. What?
I said when he fell, he got hurt because there was like concrete and hills and stuff. The guy was helping him ride the bike.
Tisha, babe, what, how bad did he get hurt?
How bad it was, he was bleeding.
Where was he bleeding from?
His arms, his knees, his head.
So his head was bleeding? And this, oh God.
He promised me he was going to go back to his house and get some bandages and call 911 because we had accidentally left him all in Petco. I swear to God, Quincy's real.
So what happened, baby?
I didn't know they got hurt. I didn't know what phone to call 911. They're supposed to be taking him back and I called 911.
So the guy took him to take him to 911?
I swear to God, his name's Quincy Brown. The guy was supposed to be meeting again.
The Craigslist guy?
Yeah.
And you met him where? Like up in wherever that
Messages. My actual phone was my shoes. I was scared he didn't come back with
so keep going. I'm sorry.
I thought if I was like, I'll go back and I'll just go keep searching, and I did. I spent the whole night driving trying to find him.
In my truck?
Sure, I'm sorry for these stories. I just didn't want to do because I didn't want you to hate me.
Why would I hate you if it wasn't your fault?
Because I couldn't get to him. And he was bleeding from his head and knees. It was an accident.
Okay. So start over. This is really hard to hear. Okay, but so you left Petco.
You don't talk to me like that. Where you're going to go down this road and chastise me and tell
I'm not. You're telling me the truth now.
Sure, it's all about chastise. It's the truth.
Okay, and I believe you now because this. Thank you for telling me the truth. This means the world to me, and where was this at? Like, what exit? You mentioned the exit yesterday. What exit was this at?
It was like 163. I don't know. It's on my phone.
Okay, so if you can reach out to them and then give you your phone, then they could find it, right? Can you think of a landmark? Just like help me find him, babe. Just help me, because I can go search. I can go right now and search.
That's the only reason I asked for immunity because I didn't it was an accident and I wasn't trying to cover up anything. I was trying to figure out why he took him. If I said something like you saw it hurt us in the house or something, they would start looking for him.
When the guy,
I wanted to try to bike out and he needed help because the bike was too big. And you want to know why I've been gone? Why my car's been in that direction? I've been driving up and down there all the time until they took my car. Driving to do anything I can find, anything. Driving to find this dude. I even called into the police department. They were like, yeah, because he's wanted. If you know where he's at, let me know. So nobody tried to help me. Because before I would do anything, I made him show me his ID. Because I was making sure. It's wanted to get rid of bike today, that's all.
So but Tisha, hold on. You went to his house, or where did you meet this guy at, Quincy Brown or whatever? Because if you went to his house, they can have.
Listen to me, please.
I'm listening.
I need to tell you.
Okay.
He said to me that he would be off that exit. When I turn off that exit, you can look.
Okay.
I turned off the exit left because I thought that was direction, but he thought I was coming from south, coming from north. So I turned off right and went towards the other direction, and I didn't see anyone with a bike in a store.
Okay. So there was a store.
He said there was a store. I said I didn't see anyone in the store.
Oh,
So I went the other direction.
I got you.
When I went the other direction, I see him with the bike. And I said, hey, there's the guy with the bike. And I made him show me his ID. And legit, we talked with some kind of biking. And this was a tour bike. And I got a little nervous because I said, why would he have some tour bike and he's trying to sell it? You know, like, I was asking him questions like, did you not ride anymore? Did you get hurt? You know, like these stories I was asking him. Then I realized I didn't have the phone because I had left it at Petco. So then, Gannon was like high-fiving him and talking to him and stuff like that. So I assumed, you know, nice guy. Until he was taking Gannon, just helping him get on the bike to ride it. I was holding on to it just so he could see. And he was like, do you think your daddy will like this bike? Then the next thing you know, whenever they like both slid, he slid with Gannon in the bike. And Gannon like went, like not necessarily tumbling, but sliding down and he hit his head. And I ran over there. I was just trying to help and call 911, but I didn't have my phone. He was like, I live right up here. I'm going to take him and we'll go. I'm just still sitting there crying and crying. They got to see me get off the exit. That's why I've been adamant about you finding this dude.
All right. So so you got off exit 163.
Nope, it was whatever county line or some shit like that was
Oh,
called.
that County Line Road or whatever we always take. It was on that road.
No, you had to turn off of that road. I went the wrong way to start with, so I turned right. Because he thought I was coming from the direction. I was supposed to turn right.
But this was the exit off 25 that you turned the wrong way, or off of County Line Road?
Off of 25, you can get off and go both directions.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to narrow down so I can go look, but So was there anything else besides you said he scraped his knees, he scraped his elbows, he busted his head, and he had the burns on his arms.
Well, there was some bad burns, Albert. The burns were just little bubbles from the fire. That had nothing to do with it. Now maybe it could have like scraped them open some because he already had them, but Gannon was fine. He was talking to me. He wasn't complaining with any kind of pain. I would have took him straight to the doctor if the burns would have had any kind of pain to him.
Okay.
But the only reason I didn't ask you for any kind of immunity because I committed some kind of crimes. I just know that it was an accident. All I did was someone was trying to help me. And and then I didn't know where he went from there.
What? So, the one I'm worried the most about is the freaking head wound because what was it? How bad was he bleeding?
It's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Like,
Yeah.
like it was. Tell me bad. Is bad like blood's dripping down his face, or bad like he's laying there and there's a puddle, or what?
Oh, like dripping down his face.
What did you do anything to wrap around his head or anything?
Yes, my clothes I had on had blood on them.
The clothes you had on?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like, oh my God, we gotta call 911.
was this on the road or was this at the station? Like where?
Show you to explain where. I don't know my way around Colorado.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out if there's blood on the road. Maybe we could find blood on the road or something. That's all I was saying.
Searching.
Okay.
Somewhere.
I agree. I agree they should find it. So where on his head? Like was it the side or back of his head? What?
I don't know. I was panicked.
Okay, so you were panicking. So an accident happened and you panicked, right?
I was panicking.
Okay,
I didn't have a phone.
right. And did he have a phone?
He said he would run back to his house. He had Gannon, said he'd run back to his house, wrap it up tight, and he would call 911.
Okay.
Gannon was talking.
Okay. So he took Gannon to his house is what he told you, right? And you did you stay where you were or did you follow him or what? Babe.